Yo, 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 welcome to Football Heritage TV. Apologies. I was just telling Steve I fell asleep and woke up about 5 minutes ago. I went to a barbecue. My hay fever was absolutely kicking my ass. I couldn't stop sneezing. Went home, fell asleep, and now I just feel like, oh my gosh. Steve is back. Look at Strasbourg, Steve.
Oh.
I thought you had retired from YouTube, mate. It's been that long. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I've just been busy lately. Picked up a new part-time job as well on weekends. I coach youth soccer, which I've been looking to get into for a while. So I really enjoy that. Yeah. So
nice.
Yeah.
So as always, Steve, everyone knows that you support 4,000 teams. Are either of these two teams your teams? Have you got one of these that you like more than the other?
If I had to pick, I guess Inter, but I don't really care. I win either way. Liga wins, my fucking league, that wins. Or my pick to win the Champions League at the beginning of the season is right. So I win either way, man. So bro, this is gonna be a great game. This is gonna be a really, really good game. That's what I'm looking forward to ultimately. But yeah, yeah. This should be a good one. I think this is one of the better Champions League finals over the past 5 years. I think this is really poised to be something special. So,
do you know what? I think it's got all the makings of. I think it's going to be very similar to City versus Inter, and what I mean by that is you've got one team that want to play with the ball, dominate possession. That will be PSG, and then you've got Inter Milan, who are the masters of defending, counter-attacking, and hitting on the transition. Let's have a look at the teams before we do anything, Steve. Let's have a look at the two lineups.
Yeah.
So PSG both of them have gone, as far as I can see, both of them aren't missing anybody and have gone full strength. The teams are Donnarumma in goal, Hakimi, Marquinhos, Pacho, and Mendes at the back four. And then, for me, possibly the best midfield in Europe. Possibly. We can talk about that in a minute. Vitinha, Ruiz, and Neves. And then Dembele, Kvaratskhelia. And I'm guessing the only question mark was, will it be Doué or will it be Bradley Barcola? And it is Doué. And Doué is, of course, very, very exciting to watch. And then the Inter team, no surprises. This is as strong as it gets for Inter Milan. Sommer in goal. Pavard, Acerbi, and Bastoni, with Dumfries, Barella, Çalhanoğlu, Mkhitaryan, and DiMarco, with Martinez and Thuram up front. Both teams, Steve. There's no excuses. No one can say, oh, but we were missing him, and that's very strong from both teams.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody's injured on either side. Medical departments must be doing well for both of them. Although Inter did have a stretch during the season where they were on and off with injuries and suspensions. Paris Saint-Germain have kept healthy relatively well the entire season, and especially Dembele, who's had problems with his injuries. Obviously, particularly at Barcelona, but yeah, he looks back to the 17, 18-year-old Dembele that I watched at Stade Rennais and at Dortmund as well. Like the guy was outstanding, and he's back at his very best. Both teams pretty much strongest 11s. No surprises really. I think this game is a bit too big for a Bisek considering some of the mistakes he's been making. As big a fan I am of Bisek, he does show his youth and experience, sometimes makes some stupid errors, but good depth for both teams as well on the bench. That's the other thing.
Do you know what? I thought Bisek was brilliant in the two semi-finals, but I do agree with you. I think that Pavard, for me, he's experienced, isn't he? He's vastly experienced. That back three, Bastoni, Acerbi, and Pavard is very, very experienced, very strong. There's a lot of experience in midfield and a lot of experience up top. Inter Milan is not a youth project by any way, shape or form, is it? This is not one for the youth.
They have had those guys for a while, though. That's the thing. They've had Bastoni for about 4 seasons now. DiMarco the same. Çalhanoğlu, obviously not. But Barella, they bought from Cagliari as a 22, 23-year-old after some, really good seasons there. Dumfries, they bought it like 24, 25-ish. Lautaro, they bought straight from Argentina. And Thuram, they bought him from 25. So even the younger guy, well, now they're in their prime. That's the thing about this Inter team that really, big up Dan as well. Obviously, Inter in the house. But the thing with this Inter team is every one of their big players, Barella, Dimarco, Bastoni, Lautaro, Thuram, they're in their prime. And like I said, they've been at Inter for a while under Inzaghi. So yeah, it's all come to this. And I feel like, I don't know. What team do you think has more on the line? What team do you think is going to be more disappointed? Because I see Paris Saint-Germain, they could make the final next year.
Let's bring in Dan. We'll all talk about this in a second because, of course, Dan is a huge Inter Milan fan, as I know from doing the watch-alongs in the semi-finals with him. Dan, you all right?
Yeah, I'm on recovery list, mate. That's why I can't show my face on here.
Recovery list from, do I want to ask, or?
No, just Mrs. records. I've had a touch of COVID. Basically had COVID over the past few days kicking, and yesterday was in a bit of a bad way. But
I was going to say, I thought you'd been a bit quiet the last few days. But Dan, Inter Milan, they're your boys. They're your boys. This is your team. They've not won it for a good few. I can't remember the exact year, but Inter have not won it for a few years. 2010, Jose Mourinho, right?
That was the last time. Yeah, that was the last time we won it when we'd done the treble on it. We've been in finals since then. I think what you're going to see in this one, Inter definitely have one big thing that they didn't have on the last game, and that's that they got Pavard playing now. Very, very good, underrated defender, in my opinion. Don't think he gets half the credit for how good he actually is. Call that just a personal opinion. And I mean, I think out of experience and the way the team know each other and can handle each other, I think it's definitely in Inter's favour. I think if you want to go by young and want it, and you can go by pace, etc., I think it's very similar to the Barcelona Inter game itself. And
agreed.
I think the one thing that Paris Saint-Germain have got the same problem as is Arsenal. They've done everything except make it past that goal line, basically.
Right.
It's
It's
the only thing they haven't done. And even if it's been teams that have players that haven't been played with it, or whatever, that's always on the back mind of the club, of the players, whatever. It's the one thing they haven't done. Same as Man City would have gone up to Liverpool and said, tell you what, we'll give you 2 league titles if you give us a Champions League title, say 3 years ago. Both teams would have quite happily done that swap because they were so desperate for it. So in one aspect, I think there's a lot more pressure on Inter to finally step over that line, basically.
Yeah, I was going to say that surely that does put the pressure onto PSG. But I mean, let's look at PSG, because I think what this year has told you about PSG is the way they were going about trying to win it all those other years was, let's just bring in the best footballers across the world with the biggest names. And listen, I'm not going to sit here and knock Neymar, Mbappe, or Messi because they're all phenomenal footballers.
Especially your boy Messi.
Yeah. Well, listen. Yeah, I mean, my boy Messi. Look, he's right there next to my boy Ginola. But it does go to show what they've done is he's mixed it up, Enrique. They've now got a formidable team, Steve. When you watch them play, they really do work hard as a team together. And I want to talk to you, Steve, before I bring in D-Trex. Good evening to you, mate. That midfield for me, that midfield three for PSG, I think is brilliant. I think it's got everything you need. What do you make of Vitinha, Ruiz, and Neves?
It's so good that Warren Zaire-Emery doesn't start for them. That's the first thing you can say, because Zaire-Emery is a phenomenal talent.
Very stable.
Bro, on any other team, on most teams in the world, Zaire Emery starts. So that's how good this midfield three is. Vitinha conducts the whole thing. Ruiz picks up nice little interceptions, plays quick passes, and Joao Neves just runs everywhere and just tackles. And bro, they're not the tallest, and they're not the most. They don't look the most physical, but they've handled many Premier League teams with on paper stronger midfields in the Champions League. So look, PSG, yeah, in that midfield, that's where they win. That's where they win things with it. So, but Inter have a proper midfield as well. So that's bro. I'm telling you, man. This final is.
It's
got potential for sure.
Yeah, for something amazing.
I mean, Dietrich's morning. Morning. Jeez, I'm sorry, guys. I literally fell asleep on my sofa about 2 hours ago and only woke up because the dog was licking my face. So I literally, it was almost as though he set the alarm for me. Dietrich's Inter PSG. Who are you going for? Who do you make favourites? Who's impressed you the most this year?
So I'm an Inter fan, so of course I'm gonna cheer on the Inter this game. But you know who really impressed me the most this year? It has to be PSG. In my life, I've never seen such a balanced front three as PSG. Yeah. Imagine Barcola doesn't even start for them right now.
Yeah.
Dembele, arguably Ballon d'Or season. He's having a Ballon d'Or season. Yeah. Kvaratskhelia is arguably one of the best 1v1 players.
Brilliant player.
And who else is on? And Doué, arguably one of the best teenagers in this UCL competition after Yamal.
Yeah, and Spurs. What I love, Dietrich, is Spurs had a we had a cheeky bid for Doué, didn't we? I love. Can you imagine? We could have had Doué, and anyway, he is one of the best players in the competition for me.
Yeah, and honestly, do you know what I like? It's not like they only have a good front three. They're good in the midfield and they're good defensively. Yeah. And we all know Donnarumma,
solid goalkeeper,
and Donnarumma in a knockout game, he's always plays in arguably one of the best players on the man of the match performances.
Oh yeah.
And I have to praise Luis Enrique because I didn't know he still had it in him, but he found a way to manage the Eagles and get this team going and playing at a. Arguably, do you know when people describe Ange Ball? This is Ange Ball, what we see with Enrique.
Yeah. Without the wide open spaces all over the pitch.
Exactly. and you have arguably one of the best two fullbacks in the world, bombing forward and defensively, arguably one of the best. I have to praise them. I think PSG, I want Inter to win, but I think PSG are just way better.
I think man for man, PSG, you would say have the better team without a doubt. Man for man, PSG goes down on that. I think with this PSG team, it goes back to the point of what I've said for a long time. You can have some of the best players on the planet, but if you just don't do it their way, whatever, it ain't going to work. Yeah. And it is proved with Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi up front.
Yeah,
it's that saying of I'll reverse it: too many Chiefs, not enough Indians, basically. And
Di Maria, Zlatan, and Cavani as well. Before that, those were amazing players.
This is what I mean. They've had some of the best world-class players there, but they just could not get it to work, basically, to the way it worked. Now they've got a team where you'd look at the front three on paper and say it's not as good as what they've had, but the way it plays, it is tenfold better than what they've had, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and this is what I mean by getting a team playing to what they are best at. Now, I'm not saying any of these players are poor, but they, if you was to put it on paper, there's not many out there who would pick the three I previously said over this three a few years. You get the point on what I'm trying to get.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, it's
this team. It is a very, very good, stable team they've got, and the way Inter are going to have to do this is with experience, and if anything, I would say Inter have got the more physical team.
Dan,
the ones that want to get stuck in more as such.
Just to add something quickly, the only thing that scares me with Inter, they lost a lot of cup finals this year.
Yes, and screwed it on the last day as well.
Yeah, and Inzaghi, I don't know what is happening to him.
Dietrich, do you know what I find quite funny is, normally I'd be sitting here saying, that Inter team, bit older. They haven't got the legs. And Dan, we did the 2 semi-finals, and I said to you, if this goes to extra time, their legs won't cope. But strangely, they kind of got to extra time and seemed like they got more energy.
Fratesi made an impact. Yeah,
adrenaline. I mean, but
what
this
you call
is
playing on adrenaline.
This is going to be different because, as we said, that midfield three of PSG works so hard, like so hard, while still being technical footballers.
Yeah.
But what they don't do that Barcelona do is leave you the gaping holes to attack after every single time they lose the ball.
True.
But Inter Milan, guys, for me, are probably the best team in the world on the transition. I think on the transition, they are frightening with Thuram and Lautaro up top, with Çalhanoğlu and Mkhitaryan, trying to play those through balls, and then Dumfries and DeMarco offering pace and power down the wing. Is it going to be that today? Are we going to see Inter are going to transition, PSG are going to dominate the ball? Is everyone agree with that, or anyone want to argue with that?
You got to see it. But do remember, and he wasn't even neither of them were fully fit for the last game, and that was Martinez and Thuram.
Yeah.
Now, Thuram, another one for me. If I want to class him as an out-and-out striker, I really don't think he's a good finisher. Not for the rest of the standards he's got. But the way he can hold onto a ball and hold players off of him and get a ball in there or get a shot in where he's needed as well, I don't think there's too many better out there. But when it comes to the actual finish, that's one thing that definitely lets Thuram down. And another one, Martinez, for me, is another striker. How he doesn't get spoken about as much as he should do, I haven't got a clue. For me, he's in the top
we had a
5
cheeky
in the world.
bit for him.
For me, I would personally say
let's sign Martinez. Yeah.
for the all-around quality he has got, I would put him in there as the top 5 strikers in the world. But usually he just don't even get mentioned.
Let me guess.
Dan, sorry, just quickly, Dietrich, really, really quickly, right? Dan, whenever I talk about this, I always say to people, can you name 5 players that bang in 25 plus goals a season every season? And this guy,
don't even think of him.
This guy is always left out. Now, I'm just looking at his stats now, Lautaro Martinez. And in the last 5 years, there's only been 1 year that he's not hit 25 plus. Right. And even in that year, he got 19 in 48. The year before that, 24. The year before that, 18. This man has 178 goals in 392. He's a 1 in 2 striker. No one talks about him. No one. It's mad. Absolutely mad. If anything, I see him getting belittled, Dietrich.
Yeah. Just to ask you a question, Savva, do you think who's the better transition team? Them? No, Inter or PSG? Because I think PSG are a better transition team. When the fullbacks push forward and then the wingers.
Good question. I think the difference is normally, I think Inter, that is their one style, right?
Yeah.
I think Inter are a transition team. Again, people will tell me if I'm wrong. Whenever I watch Inter, I think, transition. PSG, for me, have got a number of different ways I think they can play. They showed against Arsenal. They can have spells where they dominate, and then they can have spells where they sit in and defend. So, I don't know, mate. I don't know. I'll tell you what. I think both are brilliant managers. I think both of them are very good tactically. And I'm really looking forward to this, guys. I'm super looking forward to this game. Really am.
Can I just say my favorite player on PSG is João Neves? I think he's a bloody good midfielder.
Yeah.
Do you know the way people praise Pape Matar? I don't see nothing close with Neves. He's a runner, destroyer, everything that you want in a midfielder.
Do you know what, Dietrich? I'll tell you what. I just think that midfield three he's picked works.
Yeah.
Everything works. And they're all, other than Ruiz, the other two are very small. Vitinha and Neves, very, very small, little diminutive footballers. But all 3 of them are technically comfortable on the ball. And normally, when you get a hard-working midfield like that, normally they're not the greatest technically.
Yeah.
But all 3 of these PSG players are comfortable on the ball. Like, all 3 of them could just drop in and play for Barcelona, for Man City and Pep. They're all so good technically.
Would you say the best midfielder, like out of both teams, is Barella? in your opinion?
Yes.
Quality player.
Yeah.
Who was it in my chat the other day that said Spurs should just go and sign Barella? And I'm like, all right, yeah. Yeah.
It's like another player who I think gets underrated a lot as well is DiMarco.
DiMarco.
Yeah. Another player for me who doesn't get mentioned. I think he is another very good player who I also think would quite easily be able to enter the Premier League as well. I mean, Dumfries for me, and player who I said who I think we could have got hold of a season ago because he really weren't looking at his best at one point, very up and down. And I'd say overall he's had a better season than not, but he's still up and down at times. On his day, he can be an extremely good player, and then he's quite an up and down player. But as I said, on his day, he can be very, very good. But I think it's a tricky game to call in a lot of ways because you can see they've both pretty much gone the opposite way of the other as such. One's going to go more attack. Inter are going to do what they are the best at, and that is counter-attacking defensive direct football, basically. And that is what they are the best at.
No, absolutely, Dan. Absolutely. As somebody's put her, I bet Bastoni regrets turning Spurs down. Look, guys, we are like 2 minutes away from kickoff. So this should be good. I need score predictions, not just from you three. I need it from the chat. Let me know. And guys in the chat, don't just say 2-1 or 1-0 to who. Steve, PSG, Inter Milan. What's the score going to be, my man?
2-1 Inter. I think they'll be
Inter.
clinical. I think they'll show their clinical, usual clinical habit again. And I'll go for Lautaro to score and Çalhanoğlu. And for Paris Saint-Germain, I'll go for Hakimi to score.
Okay. D-Trix, score prediction.
3-2 Inter extra time.
Okay. Dan.
I'm going to go with what Dietrich said. I think this one is going to get pushed to the hilt again, and I think 3-2 Inter. Whether it's extra time or full time, I'm not sure. One or the other.
I don't have a horse in this race, but to just to mix it up, because you three have all gone for Inter, I'm just going to say 3. I'll go 3-2 to Paris Saint-Germain. But the only skin we've got in this game really is that Spurs play the winner of this in the Super Cup, don't we? So,
good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm already shitting myself at the thought of playing one of these two teams. But guys, so the teams again, Inter Milan, Summer in goal, Bastoni, Acerbi and Pavard at the back. The midfield 5 of DiMarco, Mkhitaryan, Çalhanoğlu, Barella and Dumfries, with a front 2 of Thuram and Lautaro Martinez. And PSG have gone with Donnarumma in goal. They've gone with Hakimi, Pacho, Marquinhos and Mendes, Ruiz, Neves and Vitinha, with Dembele, Kvaratskhelia and Doué up front. So this should be a belter of a game. The two teams are just having their final little huddles. I love this. My mate Matt, everybody say hello to Matt. We all love Matt in the chat. He is good fun. We'll win the Super Cup and fans will be humbled. Sure. I'll be honest. I bet Inter and PSG are very worried about playing Tottenham. I am going to get the timer going in just 1 second. PSG are about to kick off. I'll start as soon as they do. Here we go. It's going to be, I think that's Dembele that's going to get us underway. And we're off and running. We are off and running. And that is the strangest kickoff I've ever seen from a football team.
Yeah.
They've literally played it out on purpose to get a throw to Inter Milan down the right hand side. Strange.
I've seen that before. Yeah.
That one's just gone totally over my head. Well, I'm going to jump off because my voice is nearly gone anyway, and I might see it off time.
I'll be back at halftime.
All right, man. See you later.
Yeah.
See you later.
Take care, Dan.
So, Steve, this is it. This is it, Steve. This is it.
So you're at 44. I'm at 24, 5, 26, 27.
Oh man, you guys need BT. You need BT Sport. Not a lot's happened at the moment, guys. So if I do go quiet, it means that not a lot has happened. Yeah, I'm guessing the first couple of minutes of the biggest game in world football is going to be a bit cagey.
Yeah.
But this is the game for big players to show up. The Kvaratskhelia, the Doués. This is the night to make yourself a legend.
Yeah.
And for sure, it's going to be better than the cup final that Spurs played, and that's all I know. It's going to be a better game than that for sure. Big up to everyone in the chat. Smash the like button, people. Come on, smash that button. Let's not be shy. So here's a Hakimi. Nothing's happened at all so far, guys. But now PSG have got a chance down the right-hand side. Defended well, and back to Doué, who's played a great ball through. Great defending from Acerbi. He's had a great season whenever I watch him. Yeah. But now Barella's giving it away. Doué's running at them. Doué pulls it back. And then Çalhanoğlu, I think that was, or Mkhitaryan, one of them got back and helped out the back four. Yeah, sloppy play there from Barella. And Doué, he's so good, that Doué. He is so good.
Yeah, and he's only going to get better. I think there's things he can improve on. Ooh, Doué. Good block. Good block.
Oh, in the chat, let us know who you're looking forward to seeing play tonight the most. For me, it's got to be the two wingers for PSG. For me, it's got to be. They just get you off your seat.
Yeah.
And DeMarco and Dumfries are going to have to really do a job on Kvaratskhelia and Doué. But again, big night for Dembele. He's been Matt in the chat. Just stop, Matt. Just stop, please, Matt. This is where you drive everyone insane. Doué is not leaving PSG to come to Tottenham Hotspur. Just stop.
Unless
please.
He has massively failed.
He would have to be terrible for a few years. He's one of the hottest young players in world football. And Matt, when you come on and say dumb stuff like this is why people get so frustrated with you. He's not going to leave. Imagine if he said, I'm leaving PSG. Everyone in world football is going to be after Doué.
Yeah.
Everyone. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Man City's, Chelsea. Mental.
No, there's no caveat if they lose the champs, Matt. No.
Oh, stop, Matt. Stop. No. Please, mate. Stop. Stop. Or please just go and watch another stream. I think everyone's just getting really bored. And when you say you're not a troll, players don't leave the biggest clubs in the world for Tottenham Hotspur 1 year after joining them. Stop. Please stop, Matt. Please.
Need to go forward. Mkhitaryan. Good foul drawn.
Yeah, Inter haven't really got going here, but they got a chance with Martinez, and he's given the ball away. At the moment, Inter not really had the football here. All the football's been with PSG, but neither team have mustered an effort yet. No attempts in the first 5 minutes.
DeMarco. Both teams look like they have a lot of energy.
Oh, here's his sidekick, Reezy, agreeing with him. The reason why Doué won't come to Spurs isn't wages. Stop. Stop. We're not a massive club like PSG. Stop. It's absolutely crazy, isn't it?
Paris Saint-Germain are not an easy team to get players off of over the past decade.
Look,
like you don't think people wanted Cavani, you don't think people wanted Ibrahimovic, you don't think people wanted Di Maria, you don't think people didn't want freaking Verratti, all these guys.
You've got to remember, these boys want to win trophies year in, year out.
And they pay wages and they and they win.
Everything. They're big. I think that people seem to think that we've won one Europa League. Yeah. Oh my God. Right, Matt, I'm going to kick you out in a minute. People are just going to get so annoyed with you. Stop.
Oh my God.
Stop. Just stop. Please, mate. Please, for the love of God, don't make me block you. Please. You're now turning into trolls. And Reezy's joining you of being a troll. Please stop. This is ridiculous.
Hakimi.
Who is choosing Spurs over PSG? Who? No one. No one. Stop.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, good recovery, Bastoni. Bastoni's
good
on a
play.
man mission. He is on a man mission versus Doué. That's a foul.
Yeah. Bastoni, top. Another one. People were going, oh, why wouldn't he join? Why would he join? Why would you leave Inter Milan to join Tottenham Hotspur unless you're being forced out or you're getting old? Right. Dangerous free kick here on the right-hand side. Vitinha whips it in. It's a good ball and it's flashed over everybody. Gone all the way through to, I think that's Kvaratskhelia. Another good ball that's flashed over everybody. Then the ball's dinked to the back post. It's one in the air and it's out for a goal kick. But two very good crosses there from PSG. No one could quite get on the end of them.
Vitinha. That was a good ball as well.
A great ball across, wasn't it? Great ball.
Another good one.
Having Steve here, guys, means it's like an action replay. We get the I like it. PSG for me definitely have started this game a lot better.
But it's not a disaster for Inter. Like they're fine like this. They just don't it's playing out from the back, man. You're inviting that PSG press. That's
Inter at the moment can't get
Then you
out.
just get
They
picked off like
cannot get out of their own half here. Here's Hakimi. I just think this is going to be another game where you're going to see a lot of possession for PSG, and Inter will wait their turn for transitions.
Vitinha.
Great ball. Oof.
Pacho.
Yeah, PSG moving it. Yeah, they're moving it around nicely here, PSG. Everybody is now back in the final third, or the Inter Milan defensive third. Good ball out to Ruiz. Plays the ball down the line to Hakimi. He pulls it across, but cleared by DeMarco. And Inter are struggling here at the moment. They are struggling to get out of their own half.
Or even touch the football.
No.
Neves. Pacho. Nice ball. Nice ball to Ruiz. Ruiz. Great block. DeMarco. Good clearance.
Vitinha is something else, by the way. Him and Neves, they've got such a good passing range.
Yeah.
I dream of there's a shot. Oh,
Ruiz.
Low down effort from Doué, but easy enough for Summer. But that, for me, I think that's the first shot in this game.
Hakimi.
Here's DeMarco. Down the line. A chance here. Thuram does really well. That's what he's good at. Thuram's done brilliantly there. That is excellent hold-up play. Then Martinez now dinks the ball wide. This is their best opportunity for Inter Milan to create something. Here's Barella. Ball across and headed away by, I want to say that was
Pacho?
Ruiz getting back. I think it was one of the midfield three.
Oh, Thuram, that's nice. That's a good take, Thuram.
Yeah, he's such a good hold-up player, isn't he? This is better from Inter now. They've won the ball back in midfield. Here's Bastoni to DeMarco, back inside to Çalhanoğlu. Inter now just starting to put their foot on the ball for a few seconds, which will give them some confidence. And they're just making PSG do some running. And then a wasted ball. That's a really poor ball over the top.
Bastoni.
Really poor ball, that.
Damn, 10 minutes in already.
Yeah,
That's
man.
so by, you know.
Yeah,
Even
he's
though
got
not much
quick.
has happened, just the pace of the game. Oh yeah, too far.
Yeah, I mean, PSG doing all the work here. PSG asking the questions, but as of yet, haven't really had that clear-cut chance.
Neves, Vitinha, Dembele.
Steve, you do realize you're commentating from what I've already commentated. You do realize that, right?
I know. Oh yeah. Well, what can I do? I can't do nothing about it because I'm assuming you have like cable.
Great ball. It's going to be a goal. I don't know if the VAR, but it looks like Hakimi has got the goal for PSG. VAR will have a look at it. Inter Milan are claiming offside, but if so, that was very easily worked. I don't know if it's offside. Let's have a look.
Vitinha. Oh, what a ball! Do I? Hakimi. Woo!
I mean, it looks like it's going to be given, but hey, that was very simple. They went through Inter Milan's defense way too easily there. Vitinha with a great pass. Oh, I think they're both onside, aren't they? They are both onside. DeMarco was playing both of them onside, and it is PSG 1, Inter Milan 0. And if we're going to be honest, PSG have been the team that have come out looking fired up for this. Inter, for me, have been really poor these first 10, 12 minutes. I think they've been very, very poor. And Hakimi, unmarked, but what a ball by Vitinha to split the defense. What a ball by Vitinha.
Playing them onside, yeah.
Yeah, DeMarco played them both onside.
What a touch, Doué. Oh, my God. The touch to spin in stride. Oh, my God.
Now, what have Inter got? Have Inter got something else? Because this first 12 minutes, surely Inzaghi cannot be happy with what he's seen for the first 12 minutes here.
Bastoni.
So PSG 1, Inter Milan 0. And PSG, for me, I'll be honest, have been the best team throughout this entire Champions League campaign. So certainly from the knockout stages.
Yeah. Ever since they smashed up on Man City, that was their turning point. Because the other games, like PSV, Girona, they lost to Arsenal as well. But that ever since they batted up Man City like that, they've not looked back at all.
No. But that's what the thing is. When people start predicting Champions League winners based off of the first 5, 6 group games, so to speak, you got to remember the team that wins it is the team that comes the strongest. Not always the team that starts the strongest, right? In the group stages. It's about getting through.
Yeah.
But Enrique never ever gets the credit he deserves.
Yeah, he's hella underrated. Oh my God, yeah. Bastoni. And they had one January signing and it transformed the team as well. He didn't need like a whole new team and stuff. Enrique figured out after the Man City game, he figured out his best 11. Outside of like one player, like Barcola or Doué. You're either one, but
sorry, Shem. Shem, you're right. I am wrong because Mikel Arteta did say that Arsenal were the best team.
Silly me. How could I forget?
Mikel Arteta is I've got to give it to him. He's a funny man. He says, what was it he complained about against Newcastle? Was it the size of the ball or
the football?
Yeah. He is funny. He comes out with, he's brilliant for the press because he comes out with some absolute whoppers. PSG 63% of the ball here so far tonight. And to be honest, Inter really need to get to grips with this because
there's not enough width. There's not enough width when Inter go forward. I just saw Thuram for the 3rd time today. He's trying to hold up the ball. There's no one like where's Dumfries making that run? Where is DiMarco? Like where's the switch of it? He's playing target.
I think they're so worried, Steve.
PSG defenders swarming him.
I think they're so
amazing at. Sorry, go on.
They're so worried about the pace of Doué and Kvaratskhelia that they're not.
Bench.
Yeah, that they're not leaving them be.
They're too narrow. They're just too narrow.
Yeah, I agree. But at the moment, if only 15 minutes gone and a lot can change in football. At the moment, PSG look very comfortable, I would say. I think they look very comfortable in this game. And Inter's midfield three really haven't got to grips with this game at all yet. But there's good hold-up play and by Thuram. Thuram's got to be one of the best in the world with his hold-up play. I think he's so strong with it. So strong. Ed, I remember when Luis Enrique, people were going, I don't want Luis Enrique, all that tiki-taka. So what? Sorry, what? You want Ange ball? But here's a chance. Inter Milan, driving through, good defending, really good defending. And Kvaratskhelia, has got back there and really helped out his fullback. But
guy is a workhorse, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's brilliant, but he works his ass off. Ruiz, Thuram.
Rob, can you imagine? I do not want to play PSG in the hang on, here's Kvaratskhelia, shoots. That one he got completely wrong, but he found himself free in the box, just to the corner. I see what he was trying to do, but he got the execution all wrong.
Oh, Sommer. Whoa. Dembele is... Wow. That guy is a relentless presser.
Yeah.
Dembele.
I mean, look, this is a PSG team without a striker, Steve.
Yeah.
This is PSG. This is almost like when Spain won the Euros without having a striker. They kind of had Fabregas as a force.
But quicker.
Yeah. Quicker. Move the ball quickly, run directly, press for everything. Eris, again, listen to what I said. I didn't say there was any guarantee, Luis Enrique, but I'll tell you what, if Luis Enrique was Spurs manager, we wouldn't look the way we look.
You'd win the Europa League.
Oh, he'd piss all over that.
Sure he would. Yeah.
Without putting 10 men behind the ball. Wonderful touch by Doué for the goal, by the way. Really. But Vitinha. Lovely. Vagabruce, I was shocked when your Barca team lost to this Inter. I mean, you were what? 3 minutes away from knocking them out. Like, that would have been the final. PSG Barcelona. Wow, that would have been, Doué versus Yamal, those types of things.
I wasn't that surprised though, Savva, when Inter knocked out Barcelona, just for the pure fact that Barcelona, going forward, they're incredible, but defensively they are suspect. They've shown that they play high risk, high reward. You can do that. You can do that as Hansi Flick when you have his resume and you have the quality of forwards, but it's another year it could have worked out. Like Acerbi doesn't score that goal and they're in this final instead.
Steve, football is about moments. And, you think Barcelona were at the 93rd minute were winning against Inter. And then Inter got the equalizer, extra time. Football is a very strange game. I don't think, though, if this Inter Milan team goes 2 down here tonight, I do worry for them if they go 2 down.
Course. Yeah, of course.
And at the moment, I mean, brilliant defending again. And now Kvaratskhelia plays the ball down the line. Great ball into Dembele, and Inter are stretched. If Dembele gets this right, Inter are stretched. They've got some bodies back now. There's a great ball over to Doué. Doué shoots. It's 2-0. It's 2-0 to PSG. And Inter Milan were stretched. They were wide open at the back. And Doué, Steve, it was not a great shot. But hey, if you don't shoot, you don't score. And it's deflected off DeMarco and in off the back of him past Sommer. And PSG are in control. PSG are, as it stands, I cannot see how PSG do not win this. They are superior all over the park. All over the park, PSG. And look at that. Look at that. That all started because of Pacho.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pacho
been
in defense.
amazing. It's been
Take
absolutely
a bow.
amazing. Pacho's been, bro.
Oh, he's shot. I mean, Doué,
Reflected.
he's volleyed it. It's hit DeMarco's boot, sent Summer the wrong way. And let's have a look. Let's just up. Yeah, he's had the volley. Oh, it's hit the bottom of his boot, bounced up.
Deflected. Yeah.
Oh, and PSG are in absolute cruise control here. Cruise control. But hats off. I tell you what, take a bow, Pacho, because most defenders would have let that go for a corner. And he didn't. He didn't. He kept it in just, and then Kvaratskhelia did the rest. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. PSG are phenomenal. They are a very good team.
And they could, there's more to come from them over the years. There is more to come.
Oh, have you seen the A? I mean, how old's Kvaratskhelia? How old's Doué?
24?
How old's Vitinha and Neves and Pacho and Mendes and Donnarumma? Donnarumma's still, what, 20, I don't know, 26, 27, I don't know. Like, mate, they're just going to get better and better.
Yeah.
Savva, your tactics are in the mud. My tactics? Sure. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Into well coached, well drilled, well structured. Well, I mean, they're playing in the Champions League final, mate. They're playing in the Champions League final and just finished second in Serie A. Yeah, they're not playing well tonight, but is this what we're going to do now in football? If a team has a bad game, suddenly now they're no longer well drilled, well structured. What are we doing?
Ball in Inter. Oh, no, you got a Cherby.
Tell you what, if Spurs play this PSG team, I know, Dan. Yeah, I know. When did I start managing the PSG and Inter? Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? It's my fault. Madness. Anything I say, Steve, people will find the problem with, right? Anything I say.
Yeah, that's how YouTube and that's all. Yeah.
Course. I don't know why Inter Milan's tactics are my tactics. I don't know what that's got to do with me. But hey, the PSG are dominating this again. Here's Hakimi back into Neves. They switch play brilliantly. Neves to Vitinha. Yeah, look, Neves and Vitinha just float about in that midfield, picking up spaces. They let Ruiz. Yeah, look, now Ruiz is now dropping into more of a number 6. Yeah, they're such a good team. They really are. Agreed, Foxy. Yeah, breaking news. After Doué scored, he said to his agent, get me out of here. I want to go to White Hart Lane. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Absolutely insane, some of these people, Foxy. Honestly, some of these people, as my mum used to say, a sandwich short of a picnic. It's all a bit crazy.
Is that a UK term?
Yeah. So we'd say like, missing a few. What's it? A tool, missing a few tools from the toolbox, something like that. I don't know. So whatever it is, there's a few of them. Here's Doué. You can just see him now growing in confidence when he gets the ball. Don't worry. Doué's going to sign for Spurs for 100 million next week. Don't worry, everyone. Yeah, Dan, I'm sure. Aren't the Inter tactics more your preferred style than mine? My preferred style is what PSG are doing. Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe they're getting me and you confused, Dan, because we're both bloody sexy, aren't we? So confusing the two sexy South London lads. Pepperoni short of a pizza. Sure. Sharp as a marble. Love it. Yeah, not the sharpest tool in the shed. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Ed, this is a midfield that is coached. And you know what? If anyone watched Luis Enrique play, they will know that this PSG midfield plays the way Luis Enrique played. Did you get to see Enrique play, Steve, or you might be a bit too young?
Yeah, I was too young. I've only been watching football since 2014.
Class, mate, class. Luis Enrique was class. Him, Pep, class. Football. Spanish.
Oh,
Barcelona type midfielders, Steve. Pep and Luis Enrique. Yeah.
Hakimi, Dembele.
No, Gareth, Matt says we've just got to pay him more money and he's going to join. So at the moment, yeah, Inter are struggling at everything here. 6 attempts to 1, 4 on target for PSG. 26 minutes gone. I've got a feeling they're going to get a third, here, Steve. I think this game's going to be over by half time. Here's Hakimi.
Inter can't touch the football, man.
Ruiz shot into the arms of Summer. Yeah, they can't touch it, mate.
They can't compete with the speed. They can't compete with the
Scott, that guy that was in my chat who said that Pep Guardiola was a water carrier. I'm like, did you watch Pep Guardiola play football? He was bloody brilliant. I mean, it's mad. Anyway, hang on. Inter Milan have got a chance here. Out on the right-hand side, they got bodies forward, but it's too slow. It's too slow from Inter. PSG are just getting bodies back. Hang on, but the ball has gone to Dumfries, who dinks it across. It's gone all the way over, and then Hakimi calmly brings it down. And yeah, Inter Milan, I'm going to say it, Steve, have offered nothing here. Absolutely nothing.
If I'm Inzaghi, I'm screaming my head off at Sommer. He's taking so long on every goal kick, on every throw in. It's like, dude, you need to just punt the ball long because time is not in your favor. Time is not in your favor whatsoever. You need to get it long and you need to do it quick. Otherwise, they'll just regroup. And they're already faster than you. So, DiMarco, Sommer. Hakimi.
Yeah,
they can press that, bro. They can press. They can press like absolute animals, and then all of a sudden they're all back into the midfield as soon as the ball goes long.
Yeah.
Like
by the way, guys,
it covers so much ground so quickly.
If anyone wants to talk Ange and talk Spurs, we'll do it at half time, guys. We'll do it at half time.
Why anyone would want to do that, I have no clue.
Yeah, Luan, I thought this was going to be a really good game, but let's be honest, this has been a very one-sided final.
Yeah.
Oh, Frank and Stewie. Not Frank. Oh, that's a fraudulent slip. Stanley and Stewie now. Oh, Frank. Oh, Frank. Oh, yeah. Listen, PSG are on a different level right now. This is going to need the mother of all halftime team talks from Inzaghi because this has been absolutely shocking from Inter Milan. Actually, you do realise just because one team who's played 5 at the back hasn't played well, it doesn't mean that 5 at the back doesn't work. I mean, what are we doing here? I feel like you're getting very, very, very silly. Just really silly. Hang on, Inter are in here down the right hand side. I tell you what. How quick the midfield 3 plus Kvaratskhelia get back in to help that back 4 is impressive.
Yeah. They cover so much ground so quickly and efficiently and like in the right position, it's like, bro,
Ashley, grow up. Yes, it does work. Just because Inter are having a bad game doesn't mean it doesn't work. Grow up, Ashley. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Bayer Leverkusen won the Europa League last year by Atalanta by playing a 3 at the back. Bayer Leverkusen won the Bundesliga playing 3 at the back. Inter Milan last year played 3 at the back.
The 3 at the back is fine. There's no issue with it.
Hang on. They're in again here, Steve. They're in here again and then blocked. Corner kick to PSG. Absolutely mad. Do you know what? I genuinely look at some people like this, Ashley, in the chat and think football is not for them. Like they genuinely do not understand tactics at all.
Dembele. Oh, has he? Oh, I got blocked. No, just maybe it's that, but like maybe it's just overreacting to one game.
There you go. My best mate's in the chat, right? This is my best mate, right?
Pep won the treble with Man City playing a 3-1-4-2.
Listen, but these people don't understand, Steve. Big up to you, James. Big up to you. Yeah, he's a Charlton. He works for Charlton and is the Charlton TV presenter. Yeah, he was there at Wembley the other day, and Charlton, 3 at the back. Leighton Orient couldn't break it down. Big up to you, my man. Charlton.
Oh, that's
Charlton.
Cool.
There you go. Yes, Mark. Yeah, Charlton, when they had Fish and Costa and Fortune all in one team. Fish, Costa, Fortune. Love
Fortune,
it.
Is that Quentin Fortune or something?
It would have been, wouldn't it? I can't remember which one it was now, but yeah, I think it was. I am, Dan. I do get the trolls. It's funny, but I just call them out. I just call them out.
Gotcha.
Henry Fong TV. I did a day filming yesterday with the Sun, and look out for that. It's going to be out. It's going to be out, I think, at the end of June. It's called Stoppage Time. There was myself, a Chelsea fan, and an Arsenal fan. And we all played off against each other in debates. I lost against the Chelsea fan 3-2, but I beat the Arsenal fan 3-2 after being 2-0 down. Come on, Spurs. I came back from 2-0 down, Steve, to win 3-2. Really good day's filming. So that'll be out soon. That'll be out soon.
Nice.
Hang on. They're away again here. PSG. It's 3-on-4. If they switch this quickly, they've got it to Vitinha. He's given it to Dembele on the right. Dembele lays it back to Vitinha. Back to Dembele, who's shot, and it's blocked for a goal kick. And I said they are absolutely... Aris, I don't think I am a football manager, but I've just got a sense and understanding of tactics like many people in the chat. Unfortunately, people like you and Ashley don't get it. It's all right. It's not Ashley's fault. Sure. I'd much rather defend the way Spurs do than Inter Milan. You're correct. Yes. Yeah. You are 100% right. Yes. As we've conceded our second highest ever number of goals this season, 65. 65 goals, Steve. 65 goals.
I'm kind of surprised it wasn't more.
See, Vagabruce, I agree. I think this Inter team looks so old at the moment. They look like they cannot cope with the speed and I don't know, just the speed, the movement, the passing of PSG. I don't know. Is that fair, Steve?
Yeah, of course it's fair. This is the whole thing about my argument when people say like, oh, I want experienced players. What you're really trying to say is you want quality players. Doué is not as experienced as, I don't know, DiMarco. But, I mean, who's had the better game? You know? It's one of those. Experience is only as good as your quality is.
Robjan, thank you for showing up, because just so you know, you can say whatever you want about me, but when you're in my chat, you're paying me. So thank you very much for being here. Oh no. No, shrimp's not the one for me, Ellie. Ellie's going to be at the FHTV barbecue in July. Ashley, do me a favor. Just Ashley, stop now. This is getting really boring. Not everything has to be about Tottenham Hotspur when PSG and Inter Milan are playing. I like you too, Rosh fan. Thank you. I like you too. You know what? You know, it's what happens, Steve. Loads of people in my chat liken things to Ange, and then they have a go at me because I respond to it. It's so funny. Look at who are these people? You critique Ange, but he knows more about tactics than you. Yep. So no football fan can talk about their club because we're not managers. There would be your Steve. Right. Do you know how funny this is? You've got this is how dumb people are, right? Hang on, cross in or good defending by Pacho again. This is how dumb football fans like this are, right? This is how dumb. They watch football YouTube content to complain that football YouTubers talk about football. It's so dumb. That it's just absolutely frightening. It's like me watching Love Island.
Pacho! What a wow.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Charam's missed a header from the corner. Oh. Have a look at this corner kick, Steve. He jumped up higher than Kvaratskhelia. Oh, should have scored. It's like me, Steve. It's like you guys have, like obviously the reality TV, right? It's like me watching the Kardashians, right? And then saying, "Oh God, I hate reality TV."
Right.
All right. Well, don't watch it. It's so weird. It's so weird that people want to watch football content, then have a go at anybody. Oh, the armchair experts. What do you mean? We're a football channel. We want to talk about football. It's like when people have YouTube channels talking about films or TV. They're not film producers. They're not TV producers. They're enthusiasts that talk about their specialist subject. Madness.
I stopped trying to make sense of nonsense on YouTube a while ago.
Oh, mate, I find it hilarious.
Flies over my. Oh yeah, it is funny. Oh yeah.
I think it's so funny, and you can always see the trolls a mile off, mate. Fake name, no picture. It's so funny. Do you know what, Aris? What makes me laugh is look how many pundits and experts this season have said how poor Spurs are set up. But when you bring that up, people like you don't like it. Yeah. Gary O'Neill, who got sacked from Wolves, went on to Monday Night Football and explained how to beat an Ange Postecoglou tactical setup. Let that sink in. Let that sink in.
What's up with Nuno Mensch?
I'll tell you what, Tanner. I mean, that game in 2005, that final was the greatest comeback I think I've ever seen. If we're going to see something like that again tonight, sure. But that was superb from Liverpool. That second half, Gerrard and Didi Hamann and
did they sub on a play? What happened?
They were 3-0 down at half time.
Yeah,
came out the second half and just looked like a team possessed.
So they didn't make any subs at halftime or anything.
I can't remember if they made any. I can't remember. I mean,
did a Milan player get injured or any? Like it was just
no. They just came out second half. Like they must have had the greatest team talk ever. Like it was
Rafa. Yeah.
They were superb. They were superb. I feel like Inter need a goal soon if they're going to get back into this. I just can't see. At the moment, I can't see. Other than a set piece, I don't know where a goal's coming from. Ooh. Hang on. No. Hang on. Blocked there by Marquinhos. Ball whipped in. Cleared again. Pacho has cleared everything. Pacho's been excellent at the back for PSG.
Oh, yeah. Because Inter have had more of the ball since the second goal. And they're getting into good areas. It's just...
I'd love Inzaghi cold shot. I really would. If Paratici can pull off Inzaghi, that I will say I was wrong and we got him and that man deserves a statue. I just don't think we will. But if we do, hang on. PSG coming forward again. Here's Dembele. Doué. Ruiz, they slowed it down a little bit, but PSG are very good with their movement of the ball. Big up to your daughter. Big up. She's got taste. Well done. I like that one. He's funny. I'm not sure of it. Big up to you.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Dan. Dan always destroys this argument. Yeah, if I'm only an armchair fan, then if I'm irrelevant, then so is them. Yeah, absolutely, mate.
Yeah. Vitinha. Oh, what a little dink. Oh, my Lord. Jean Neves. Play the switch. Nah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I remember Didi Hamann changed the game, didn't he? Didi Hamann came on.
Hamann. Okay.
And he looked brilliant. And then obviously Gerrard did some magic. And before you knew it, because that was a bloody good Milan side. That was a bloody good Milan side as well.
Yeah.
It was great final. To be fair, I thought we would have a better final here. And at the moment, PSG are all over them. Inzaghi's got work to do at half time.
Bring on Fratesi for Mkhitaryan. That's the first thing I'm doing. And you need to bring on... What's Pavard done in, like... I've been making a double.
Jacob, just send me the $500, bro. What are you doing? Just send me the $500, mate.
You can find a cheaper one than 500, surely.
Well, they're going for $399 in the UK. I've seen replica Europa League trophies.
Wow, that's nuts.
Oh, she was on about Steve. Oh, sorry, I thought she was talking about me. Never mind. Hey,
Maggi.
Foxy, Independiente Deval or Devay, however that's spelled. They produce player after player after player, don't they? They really do. Remember you telling me some of the names.
Yeah, Ecuador football in general. Yeah, they're getting some good players coming through.
That's mad. Big up to you, Jacob, in the chat. Jacob, I've got. Are you still there? Let me know you're still there. I've got something I want to ask you if you saw. Oh, it was nearly free. Oh, it was nearly free. It was nearly 3-0. Are you still there, Jacob? Oh, it was nearly free. Oh, Dembele just didn't get it right. Did any of you see that stream from Jacob? Did you see that stream from Jay in Hotspur Cave and Elijah doing their Spurs YouTube tier list? That was a funny watch, man. That was so funny. And well done to them for promoting me at the last minute to go. I was watching that cracking up, man. Those two are funny. Very funny. If anyone hears snoring, by the way, there is a pug and a Stanley below me, both sleeping. So they're both snoring if you hear anything. Yeah, I know. They said they like me calling out idiots in the chat. I was watching it going, what is going on here? Oh, it was funny. Anyway, we are creeping to half time, and PSG need something different in this second half because they are I don't know. They can't get to grips with PSG when they go at them. They can't get to grips with them.
When they get in the right areas, it's just Pacho just clearing it here, clearing it there, block, this, that. Like, dude, wow. Pacho's been outstanding for them. Absolutely outstanding. And not just today.
They're giving it away again. Inter PSG have got bodies over here.
Astoni.
Oh, that is nice. Doué shoots just wide. I tell you what, Inter Milan have done that a few times. They've given the ball away in central midfield, and Doué dropped his shoulder, went past his man. It's really easy to see why Doué turned down Spurs, isn't it? It's really easy to see why he turned down Tottenham. Yeah. He is class, the boy, though, isn't he? He is quality.
Ooh,
yeah, they did. Jacob, they did. That's why I found it funny. I don't think they said anything terrible. They were good lads. Good lads.
DiMarco, Bastoni.
So 1 minute of injury time to go. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think Marquinhos and Pacho just look very comfortable back there. They look very comfortable. The midfield three for PSG has bossed this game. So yeah, James. Yes, they are. By the way, if anyone likes motorsport, if anyone likes Formula One and Formula E, is it Formula One and Formula E?
Yeah.
This is your guy. He works professionally within Formula One and Formula E, and he's set up his YouTube channel in the last couple of months. Gets great guests from all over the Formula One world. Get over to him. Smash this link. If one of my mods would be so kind to find Fans Forum F1 and whack the link in the chat. I'm not a big Formula One, Formula E guy. I don't know a lot about it, but even I watch it and I learn things. This guy's very, very knowledgeable. This is as nice as I will be to him. Ooh. In real life, I will never be that nice to his face, but please get over and subscribe to Fans Forum. Really good, knowledgeable chat. Really good. Oh, it should have been free. Oh, my gosh, Steve, on a stroke of half time. Corner kick. Kvaratskhelia alone about 12. Let's have a look. Alone about 7 or 8 yards out, and he's headed it over the bar. It's half time. Should have been 3-0. Should have been 3-0. It is half time. Let's get to some admin. Hang on. Sorry, Dan. I was just seeing you coming in the background as well. There we go. So PSG 2, Inter Milan 0. Danny, how are you, sir?
Definitely wasn't a good start, was it? I think what's happened here is Inzaghi tried going a little bit tighter and it totally backfired on both goals. After the second goal, Inter gone a little bit wider, looked a little bit more stable than they were, but it's Paris Saint-Germain got them all over. First goal, I blame that on Di Maccaro, totally out of sync in the defence. He was about 2-3 yards and he didn't have to be. Second goal, I don't blame him. At least he tried to block the bloody thing. It could have gone anywhere. That was just one of them moments of it is what it is. It happens. And after that, Inter have been. It's Inter's game to it's PSG's game to lose at the moment. Yeah, for sure.
By the way, there's the link. Sorry, just quickly. There's the link. If anyone is a Formula One, a Formula E fan, go and give this channel a like and a subscribe. Brilliant content. And as I said,
sorry, mate, go on.
Yeah, sorry, just quickly. So as I said, James, who runs this channel, actually flies all around the world working in Formula One and Formula E, down in the pit lanes, interviewing drivers, interviewing construction teams. He hosts the events. So you're getting inside information from my man, James. Sorry, Dan, as you were, mate.
I mean, one thing, I won't say it's an advantage of any sort, but I don't think Inter have to worry anything about PSG changing their tactics, because even though PSG are 2-0 ahead, they're basically exactly the same as Barcelona in that aspect. They will still come at you for the third, for the fourth, for the fifth, for the sixth, whatever. So Inter can carry on with a counter-attacking football, because I don't think PSG will sit back and say, right, come at us and we'll catch you on a counter, because PSG do the same as Barcelona. But it's definitely 100% in their favour. I mean, I'd have Mkhitaryan off and
that's what I'm saying. Mkhitaryan for Fratesi.
And get Fratesi in there, and I'd also get Zelensky in there to try and get a bit of pace in there, basically. Because I did say the one thing that PSG definitely have got here is the age difference in the pace, basically. But it's PSG's for the losing at the moment.
Yeah. No, it is indeed. I mean, guys, we talked about it before the game. That midfield three of PSG have just got to grips with the game, and the midfield three for Inter, nowhere to really be seen. It's kind of like the game's bypassing them. Is that fair?
Yeah, it's pretty fair. I've been disappointed with Barella. I think he's been absolutely
Where
good in the midfield.
I haven't noticed him, dude.
Yeah, him, Mkhitaryan, and Çalhanoğlu, complete goals in the midfield. And
Yeah.
if before the game I asked you which one has the better midfield, everyone would say Inter, but PSG are just like 100 times better at everything. The way they move, the quick passes. Even
Switches.
Vitinha's first pass, no, for the hockey assist to do it. What a pass!
Well, first time, just freaking just
Yeah.
like turned into it and just.
And honestly, as much as I love Inzaghi, I think he's a bloody good manager. He's got it completely wrong this game. I don't know why they're playing out from the back.
I agree.
Dietrich, do you agree that he started off with something a little bit different and started them a lot tighter than usual, and that was one of the reasons for the first 2 goals? Because Inter don't usually play that tight, especially with 5. That's what I mean. They don't play that usually tight with back 5. And the first 2 goals were both because it was, well, one was totally out of sync in the back line as such, but Inter don't usually play that tight. Like,
no, they don't play that tight.
They play,
and yeah, even the wing backs, they don't drop that deep. DeMarco's never in defense. And to be honest, I don't even know why he played Pavard over Bisek for this game. I don't get it. And every time they
Dietrich, can I ask you, Dietrich? See, what I said to Steve during the commentary, it kind of felt like normally when I watch PSG transition, Inter transition, I always feel like DeMarco and Dumfries are higher up the pitch to join in.
Yeah.
Now, today, I feel like they're obviously so worried about Kvaratskhelia and Doué that they're actually sitting back more, and Inter don't really have an out ball. Is that fair?
Yeah, it's fair. But even if you study Inzaghi's game plan with Inter, if you look, even both center backs, either Bastoni and Pavard, they push up. They're basically like wingers for Inter.
Bastoni's tried to do that, but he looks so unsure on the ball.
Yeah, he looks unsure. And even DeMarco, usually, even when it comes to defensive game, he's never back. He's always up front trying to help. And you know one thing, one of the biggest qualities of Inter, they know how to push up and cause chaos.
Yeah.
They haven't done it.
They cause pressure and they're not doing anything. Like even the 2 strikers are just sitting like protecting the midfield. I think Inzaghi got it completely wrong this game. I don't know what he's doing.
I think the other thing is as well with it is that every time Inter have got forward and caught them on a counter, which they actually have done a couple of times on 2 nice direct balls.
Yeah.
Even though how high pressed PSG are, there's always been at least 2 central defenders and one of the wing back and one of the fullbacks there. So basically 3 at the back. Every single time that the ball's come across, there's been at least 3 in the middle. So some saying that this is Ange Ball styles winning. If you actually watch it properly, every time that the ball's gone through at the back and Inter have had a chance to direct it, PSG have actually had 3 at the back, not 2 or 1. That's the difference here.
Yeah.
When it's come to pressing forward from the other side, anyway.
He needs to make it quick. He needs to bring on Zelensky because Mkhitaryan and the 2 others have been completely goals.
You know who I'd bring on as well? Bisek, because he'll actually pick up the ball from deep and drive.
Yeah.
He'll drive. Like, okay, it is risky bringing him on. You have to take risks. You're 2-0 down in the fucking Champions League final at halftime. If you don't take risks, what's the point of being there? Bisek has a set of balls on him.
But it's not like it's not like PSG scored like some wonder goals. Like it's just like the defense breaking down, every single one of them.
2 mistakes. First one, Di Macario, he was 2 yards out of sync to the rest. If he'd have been in line like usually are, it would have been offside all day long. But he was 2 yards too deep, and he never usually does that. And the other one, it was just a deflection off him where he tried getting in the way. That one, shit happens in that aspect. But the other one, Inter are never usually out of sync at the back. They're one of the most stable teams when it comes to that. So that one, how he got caught for that, I think he actually got caught ball watching too much there for a change and actually followed the
even Bastoni was caught ball watching.
But can we just say I still feel that, by the way, this makes Desiree Doué the 3rd youngest scorer in a Champions League final, by the way. I just want to say some credit to Pacho. for that second
That has
goal.
been
Oh,
awesome.
what a defensive play! Yeah.
Because I think Pacho has been absolutely brilliant tonight. I've seen people all year telling me, oh, he's not that good. Whenever I watch him, I'm impressed. But many defenders could have let that go for a corner, guys. He kept it in. Kvaratskhelia gets the ball, and then it's 2-0. You know, it's... listen, by the way, yes. Can we talk about Enrique? This would be his second treble. And who else has done trebles? Who else has done 2 trebles? Anyone know?
2 trebles? Pep, yeah.
Pep, so it'd be Pep and Enrique.
Pep, Ferguson, isn't it?
No, Ferguson only did one treble.
Yeah. No, I misunderstood that one.
Yeah.
Didn't Ancelotti do a treble?
No.
Twice?
No.
I don't think so. Hang on. I'll tell you what.
I think he did.
Which managers have done the treble in world football? All the treble winners. Here we go.
Mourinho.
All the treble winners.
Mourinho.
So you've got I'm not going to count that one. Sorry. I'm not counting someone for Al Ali. Sorry, I'm not counting it.
Oh, Hansi Flick. Yeah. Hansi Flick did it twice.
Pep Guardiola. Hansi Flick, Luis Enrique,
Mourinho,
Jupp Heynckes. I never get his name right. Yeah. Andre Villas-Boas, but with the Europa League. He did one with the Europa League when he was at Porto.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 ex-Spurs managers on the list. Villas-Boas and and then you've got... So, yeah, Jose did it. So Jose did it with Porto with the UEFA Cup. And then Jose did it with the Champions League. So Jose's done 1 with the UEFA, 1 with the Champions League. Pep's done 2 with the Champions League. Alex Ferguson's obviously done 1. Faith Terim did 1 with the UEFA Cup for Turkey and Galatasaray.
Hansi
Just
Flick.
hitting.
Yeah, the 90s. The 90s was the Galatasaray one.
Yeah,
Didn't they beat Arsenal in the final?
Yeah, they did.
UEFA Cup? 90s?
Europa, yeah.
Yeah.
So, credit to Luis Enrique. And so that will be 2 trebles. So what him and Pep have done as well is 2 trebles with different teams, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
2 trebles with different teams. So Barca and Man City, and then Barca and PSG. But there's 45 minutes to go.
But when you say the treble, do you mean like the one that won the Champions League? Because Hansi Flick did it with 2 teams, with Barca and Bayern.
Hansi Flick's not won the treble with Barca.
We're talking about a continental treble.
This year.
But what treble? He's not won a European competition. How could he?
Well, the 2 domestic and 1 league.
No. So it's the league, it's the cup, it's your domestic league, domestic cup, and the Europe and the Champions League. The big treble.
That's the treble. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and Plasma TV, guys, we've got to play this PSG team. Not you, Steve, obviously, but we've got to play this PSG
team. We might have to play them next year. Next year in the Champs.
The bit that they've got right is with the way they attack so hard, they still manage to have 3 at the back.
Organized, yeah.
Exactly. And this is what, I don't want it to go to the other one, but this is what we've been saying is our problem at Spurs for so long. We always just get caught with 1 or 2 at the back and we're totally screwed every time. They've got their defense right with this attacking organization as well, because no matter how much people just like to see all-out gung-ho attack, even when you play that style, a good manager always has his defense sorted out with it, because you cannot just attack and not defend. You cannot just defend and not attack. If you want to be that good, you have to do both. And with this fellow Onashi on here saying counter does work, sorry, mate, the best managers that have ever lived, some of them have been counter-attacking football. Jose Mourinho, name me a better manager there's ever been. We could argue. His one has been counter-attack all the way, and it's worked in every league he's been in. He's won everything it's been with, and he's been the best manager ever, in my opinion. Now, we could counter that one, but then I can also give you other managers where they're counter-attacking football. As Liverpool, how do you think they came back from 3-0 down? They actually done that with 3 at the back, if I remember correctly, didn't they? Oh, yeah.
No way.
But by the way, guys, can we just all remember that Daniel Levy turned down Luis Enrique and then hired? I mean, My head hurts. You know when your head hurts from something, like you hear something that's so unfathomable. But hey, we won't talk about Spurs.
Can I give you just a quick one? He turned down Kvaratskhelia for Brian Gill, turned down Pacho. He turned down so many good players that are clearly doing well for PSG.
Madness, man. Madness. Hey,
and I told you guys that PSG's
we wouldn't have
transition
it
is
any
the
other
best.
way, Dietrich, at Spurs.
Yeah.
We wouldn't. We love the madness. We'd have it
I
no
know.
other way.
But PSG's transition, I told you guys, is the best in the world.
Mate, they're scary. They're frighteningly
They have
good.
been brilliant tonight.
Whenever, and by the way, can we give some credit? Dembele, that man presses like for all the talent he's got.
Yeah,
he presses as well. You know, wow, what a! I can see this being 3 or 4 unless this Inter team, they're going to need the mother of all comebacks. They're going to need the mother of all comebacks. And I think they're going to need legs in midfield. And why would Thomas Frank get eaten alive at a big club like Spurs? How big do you think we are? Why would he? Do you know? Do you guys know? Do you guys know that Thomas Frank has got the best in the country, the best points to salary in the country?
Yeah,
did you guys know that?
Yeah, I'd imagine he does because they don't spend
No, I didn't know that.
Points to salary.
I
Thomas
thought it was
Frank is your
Brighton.
man.
I thought it was Brighton.
No.
Oh, Brighton spend way more than Brentford.
Yeah, Brentford have got people like Visser on 25 grand a week.
Yeah, they're championship clubs with higher budgets than them.
Madness.
Madness.
Yeah. But the players are coming back out. What, Dietrich, Dan, are you dropping off and then coming back at full time, or are you staying, or what?
Yeah, I'll be back in full time. But hopefully, I just hope. Like, do you remember when we said I hope this is the best final? I just hope Inter just wakes up and at least gives us a game.
If he doesn't make any subs, then it's toast.
The only bit, the bit of faith I still have left is if Inter can pull off what they did with PSG, with Barcelona, then they can pull something like this off with PSG as well. Because PSG, just like Barca, are not going to change their attacks, even if it's in the last minute and they're one go up. They're still going to go for it. It's just the way they play, and that's the only chance Inter have got now. They've still got a striker that can put 2 past them, but at the moment it's PSG for the losing all day long. If they lose this, it is going to be a shocker.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yes.
Listen, guys, thanks for joining half time.
I'll be back
See you
after.
at full time, and let's see what Inter have got. So the second half is about to get underway. And if I'm not wrong, that means it should be Inter Milan kicking off this half. Yep, Inter Milan with Lautaro Martinez. It looks like neither team have made any changes.
Yeah, that's poor on Inzaghi. That's very poor. But unless he had some crazy halftime talk, unless he's got something tactically that they just complete, like, yeah.
Matt, last warning. Stop, Matt. Thomas Frank has done a wonderful job for years and years and years. You are allowed to rate him. Just because you love Ange doesn't mean Thomas Frank's not a very good manager. It is okay to say that. Yeah? Thomas Frank works with a tiny, tiny budget and does brilliantly every year. I don't know why. He gets so much stick. Anyway, here's PSG. And Kvaratskhelia over the bar. But again, they've started how they finished the first half. Matt, go away now. Go away. I'm putting you in a timeout. You're an idiot. Sorry. You're an idiot. Sorry, guys. I've put him in a 5-minute timeout. It's just too many idiotic things. Too many. I think Thomas Frank can be absolutely proud of the job he does year in, year out at a small club. Steve,
He'll get his chance. He'll get his chance somewhere. He deserves it. He deserves it.
He's got players on 25 grand a week scoring 20 goals a season. Like, it's madness how much hate he gets. Right. Yeah, I know, Bill. Apparently it's my influence across the internet. I've not got 18 million subscribers. I've got 18,000.
Yeah.
Cool. Can you imagine how rich I'd be, Steve, if I had 18 million subscribers?
You can hire me. We can do it. Yeah.
I could hire a whole team of people if I had 18 million subscribers, mate.
Yeah. But
by the way, if you haven't subscribed, people, please do. Please
don't freeze again. Wow, Nuno Mensch. That's nice. Uh-oh. Giving away. That's a foul. Inter have a free kick. They have to make this one count. Because that's what Inter are very good at as well. They score set piece players. They score a lot of goals from set pieces, Inter. So they have to make these kind of things count. Otherwise, they just,
Big up as well to Machina Joe. Machina Joe, who has become a new YouTube member. Big up to you, my friend. That is very, very generous. The first channel members only show is going to be next week. So look out for that, and then we'll have one every week moving forward. Thank you very much for that. And then Jack,
that ball is rubbish.
And then Jack Spurs with the super sticker. Thank you very much, Jack. Really do appreciate you, my friend. That is very generous. Thank you very much. If anyone else would be so kind to subscribe, that would be absolutely amazing. As we are working our way towards 18.1K at the moment. 18.1K. Rob, if I ever get to 18 million subscribers, yes, I will pay my mods. There you go. I don't think people quite understand. If you had 18 million subscribers watching you, you would be very rich, like extremely. I know everyone seems to think us YouTubers earn massive money. The big channels do. The big channels do.
Yeah.
But the rest of us are out here grafting. Corner kick. Corner kick there. I think that was the header back by Hakimi. Meant to go to Jurgen Sommer and didn't. Exactly, Gary.
Jan
Exactly.
Sommer.
Huh?
Jan Sommer. You said Jurgen.
Did I say Jurgen? Sorry, bro. Exactly, Gary. So Inter have definitely come out a little bit more pumped up. I heard that Australia just banned Savva from going there. Ange Postecoglou's Greek, like me. He's Greek.
Have you ever been to Australia or no?
No, I've not actually. No, I'm not allowed in. They've got my picture up at the airport saying, "Don't let this guy through customs."
Figured.
Apparently, I don't rate Ange because he's Australian. I find it hilarious when people say that. Steve couldn't give a shit where anyone's from. Don't care.
Same.
Don't care.
Yeah.
So at the moment, yeah, listen, Inter are definitely look a bit more fired up, but at the moment, hang on, here goes Kvaratskhelia down the left-hand side. He's laid it in to Ruiz. Ball across, blocked, shot. Oh, it should have been free. Oh, Kvaratskhelia. Oh, that should, Steve, wait till you see it. This should be 3-0 to PSG. This should be game, set, match.
Pacho.
Oh, this should be
all
game,
that
set, match.
space for Kvaratskhelia. Jeez. Kvaratskhelia. Ruiz.
Oh, should have been, shouldn't it? 3-0.
That's the only thing about Kvaratskhelia that I'm like, dude, you could be a genuine like Ballon d'Or contender if you just worked on your finishing. Because he shanked at least 3 chances today.
Yeah, he has.
As much good as he just got to work on the finishing. Then he's, yeah.
Big up Leo as well. Good evening to you, sir. Hope you're well. Samuel, completely agree. Completely agree. Tactics aren't just about the numbers of players in positions. It's about making sure that everyone's switched on, doing their job. The midfield's helping out. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
There's a lot of nuance.
Yeah, Foxy, they've not turned up. Oh, Ren's here. Hello, Ren. How are you? Long time no see. Hope you're well. Oh, there's another shot. Another shot bent wide. PSG are just, they're having shots for fun. Big up to you, Ren.
See, look at that from Bastoni right there. He looks so unsure on the ball. It's like when the ball gets to his feet, he's like sorting out which foot to like first control it with. And then it's like, dude, are you all right? Dembele.
Big up to you, Ren. Is this one of those days where you like me or hate me? Or just somewhere in the middle? Yeah, 18 million. 18 million is not bad. Look at people like Mr. Beast. Just think how much billions of pounds he makes from YouTube. Yeah. Right, back to the game. Inter Milan here needs something and fast. But at the moment, I'm going to be honest. Pacho for me, I think could be a contender for man of the match so far. I think he's been brilliant.
Yes. Oh my God, yes.
Savva, you can come around for a cup or I'll sneak you in. Can you imagine? People go, Savva's in Australia. Where is he? Get him. Get him for not liking a football manager. Right. So Inter are about to make a substitution. I think it's Zalewski. I think.
Zielinski.
God, what is wrong with me? Zalewski's the one at Roma, isn't he?
No. Oh, no, you're right. Zalewski. No, he got loaned from Roma to Inter this January. So it is Zalewski. It is. Yeah, this is the other Polish player Inter have.
Oh, hang on. And I think that's Bisek as well, if I'm not wrong.
What did I tell you?
So Pavard, I think that's Benjamin Pavard. Pavard is coming off for Bisek. Steve, you called the exact two substitutions, mate.
No, not the Zalewski one. Not the Zalewski. The Bisek one, though. But he should have done it at halftime. It's like,
oh, it is Zalewski, isn't it? Yeah. Hang on. Yep. Ball whipped in. Oh. Between Donnarumma and Marquinhos, they got the ball away. Acerbi was coming in. Big up to Neil. Thank you very much. Very generous. I mean, guys, we should be having a super sticker party. If everyone stuck in 99p, we'd make £200. Big up to you guys. Neil has said, how good is the PSG press? Absolutely brilliant, the PSG press, Neil. And you know why? PSG don't press with one forward. PSG press as a team. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much, Neil. Really appreciate that. So Inzaghi, again, Neil, thank you. Really do appreciate that. Inzaghi has swapped his two wing backs as Donnarumma punches the ball out. Barella with a shot, but blocked by, I think it was Ruiz. PSG have been absolutely solid at the back so far after 55 minutes. Absolutely solid at the back.
Ball in Inter. Oh, very nice Donnarumma. Barella, great block Marquinhos. Very nice. Nice.
Yeah, Bisek's a powerful lad, isn't he? He's a powerful lad.
He'll just drive. He'll drive the ball forward. Like he'll literally do 1-2s and then you know when center backs sometimes bomb up and they're like, "Oh, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm gonna pass it to someone that run back." Bisek does 1-2s. He does 1-2s with guys and then continues the run. That's what they
take
need
a bow. Sorry, take a bow. I think that I want to say that was
Barella.
Neves. I want to say that block was by Neves. Whoever blocked that shot, take a bow. Let's have a look. Yao Neves. Ooh. Now that is what you do as a central midfielder.
Oh, that's a very nice block. Neves.
Superb defending. Superb defending.
Composed. Not reckless. He was smart footballers making smart plays.
And then Zalewski getting the yellow card for the follow through on Ruiz. Look, that three, Ruiz, Neves, and Vitinha. Not one of them is a number 6 or defensive midfielder. Yeah. Look how well they work as a free. Well drilled.
Yeah.
4.7 million Antwerp signed Pacho for. Wow. Big up to the richest man. He's playing the sticker party, who's just put in a super sticker for $4.99. Thank you, richest man. That's very, very generous of you. Guys and girls, we're only 16 subscribers away from 18.1K. It's not quite 18.1 million, but I still think it's a decent sized channel we've got. So please do smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. And yes, please do. Please do subscribe to Strasbourg Steve. Please do that. He's given up his evening to watch the game with us. Please do subscribe to him as well.
I'm 5 hours behind you, so my afternoon. But yeah.
Okay, fair enough. He's given up his afternoon to be here.
Do I? Ruiz.
This time, good hold-up play from Thuram. And
Marquinhos.
hang on, the ref's running over to the bench.
He's probably going to
And
give Inzaghi a yellow. That guy
I think
gets a yellow.
Inzaghi's being caught. Inzaghi
Yeah, yellow.
has been yellow carded.
There you go. I haven't even seen it yet, but I could just tell. Like, he's running to. If the ref is running towards the Inter bench, it's probably going to card Inzaghi. That guy loses his mind on a regular.
I'm seeing him. Look, he's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. He has lost it completely. Let's just see if Fabrizio Romano said anything in the last few minutes. Just see if there's any. So Lazio closing in on a verbal agreement with Sarri to be the new coach. They just all sort of swap around in Italy, don't they?
Yeah.
By the way, Man City look like they're getting Rayan Cherki. The plan is to accelerate for Cherki and try and get Ryan's deal sealed in the upcoming day. You watch how quickly City get those two players in. They will not mess about. Lyon have made a proposal to Junior Firpo.
Yeah, because they need a Tagliafico. I think Tagliafico might leave Lyon, but they do have shot. Ooh.
Juan Garcia is signing for Barcelona from Espanyol, and apparently they're going to.
Yeah, the Espanyol goalkeeper. Yeah,
he's good. He's good.
Yeah,
he's very
makes
good.
some insane saves regularly.
Johnny Heitinger has become the Ajax head coach.
Hold on.
Anyway, back to the game. Big up to Neil. Very generous again. Big up to Neil. It was said, LFC, we took them to pens. Are we not the second best? Oh, Neil. Love it. Absolutely love it. Big up to you. Thank you very, very much, my man. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Oh, so Heitzinger is Arne Slot's assistant coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, used to play for the Netherlands. Good player, Johnny Heitzinger. Good player. Yeah, Samuel. Yeah, Yao Neves. Yao Neves is the one.
Unbelievable.
Listen, that's a top midfielder right there.
Yeah.
Bissek's down injured. His teammates seem quite concerned about him. Yeah, but Angus also told us that Garcares, Mbappe, and all of these boys were signing for them. You got to love Angus. I love Angus. He's so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. The final day of May.
Have you seen Angus anytime recently since PSG, bopped them off the
Yeah. He popped onto my calling show. Oh, good move there. Hang on. PSG on a transition. Good ball through. Here's Hakimi. Ball across. He's taken a deflection and gone wide for I think that's going to go wide for a corner. But PSG have got goals left in them here. Dude, you don't need to do everything in capitals. I'm going to read out questions. Savva, why are we acting like we lost the final and don't have Champions League?
Hakimi.
Has anyone... What? Sorry, who? What are we talking about? Why did I delete so many chats? I don't know what that means. I haven't deleted anything. What's going on? What's going on? What chats have been deleted?
Let me check.
He's still trying to convince me. Exactly, Vagabroos. Exactly. I don't know. Oh, why are we? Sorry, I see what you mean. Why are Spurs acting? Well, listen, again, Spurs, we knew this was going to happen. As, by the way, Çalhanoğlu is coming off. And I think that's for Tazy, if I'm not wrong. I could be very wrong here.
Yeah.
I think that...
Again, you should have done that. Inzaghi, my guy, you should have done this 16 minutes ago.
So,
You should have done it right
Mkhitaryan and Bissek have come off. So, Bissek's gone off, and Augusto and Darmian have gone on. Sorry, it wasn't for Tazy. It was Darmian, and I'm having a mare tonight. That sleep earlier didn't do me any favors. Steve, people are like, is that a rapid Vienna jersey?
Yeah, from like 1996. Yeah, it's pretty sick.
People asking you here, Steve, is Sesko good in your opinion, Steve?
I'm not a fan. No, not really. I think he's super limited and kind of easy to defend against a lot of the time. He can strike a ball really well. Like, he does some good. I'm not his biggest. No, not really. Guys,
Girls, the Champions League will be PSG's as Desiree Doué has made it 3-0 to Inter Milan. Please never talk to me again about why can't Spurs sign Doué. It's 3-0. They have bossed, Steve. They have bossed this final from pillar to post. They have put on a Luis Enrique masterclass. And that third goal, Doué is 19 years of age. This boy has a wonderful, wonderful career in front of him. Wow.
Yeah.
Hats off to them. They've been absolutely brilliant today. They've been absolutely brilliant. And Inter Milan have just not turned up at all. Let's have a look. So Vitinha drove forward with a ball, laid in Doué. Doué didn't even take a touch. Bottom corner. Cool and calm as you like.
Easy money.
And PSG are flying. 3-0. And the great final that we all thought it was going to be, it has not panned out that way. This has just been a demolition job.
This is the most...
Yeah, Rich, I'm not sure. I'm not sure from what I've seen, mate, that this Inter team is getting 3 goals in the last 25 minutes.
I'm here for it if they do, because I'm here for the entertainment. But like, yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's tough.
You're right, Marios. Big up to my man, Mario, out there in Cyprus. Big up to you, my man. Big up to you.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a masterclass. Enrique's got it spot on. And look, I really like Inzaghi, but tonight Inter have not been at it when it mattered.
Yeah. That's very different to saying, oh, his tactics don't work and all this shit. But yeah, this is, yeah. Inzaghi should have made those subs at halftime. He didn't. Waited too damn long. And
hang on, they're in. Are they in? He's gone down. It's a goal kick. Inter want a penalty. I don't think you're going to get a penalty for that. And
Vareškelly just took out.
PSG are in party mode. The fans are in party mode. They are, I mean, in their wildest dreams, they wouldn't have thought they'll be 3-0 up and this comfortable.
Right.
As Doué got a yellow card for taking off his shirt.
Yeah, Dumfries goes over way too freaking early. Yeah.
This is the great question. This is the great question. Who's going to get that Ballon d'Or? This is a great question. By the way, I think Doué is coming off here. I think Doué is coming off, and I'm guessing it'll be Bradley Bacola who's coming on. It is Doué for Bacola. Take a bow, Doué. Take a bow. You have been sensational again.
He's had 2 chances, 2 goals. That's the other thing, too. 2 chances, 2 goals.
I love this. Savage, you really think that PSG can handle Ange's high line and inverted fullbacks? Why did you say you wanted Ange in after we won the Europa and it was in the title of your stream? You have never, ever seen a title from me saying Anjin.
You got the wrong.
You have never seen it. Look how pathetic that person is. Look, that's if I'm not wrong, is that me? And then he's written Ange over the picture. Well done for being mature. Very good to see in this day and age. Can anyone find a stream in the last 3 weeks of me saying I want Ange in?
Nope. I'll look right now, but
Vagabruce, very nicely put. Our links, listen. As I said, at the moment, Ange is our manager, right? Ange is our manager. I've already said I don't think he's going anywhere. But if Inzaghi is gettable, I'm taking him. I'm not going to not want him because of a final against PSG.
yeah. Darmian, Sommer, Thuram.
Oh, Jack, these people, mate, they've got time on their hands to go and bother making, first of all, to make a picture, then to create an account, then to come back. It's honestly, mate, it's so weird. The world is weird in 2025. Anyone who makes fake accounts, don't get it. Never got it. And I get accused of going into other people's chats and channels with a fake account. I've got better things to do in my life. By the way, Steve, you know me. If I want to say something, I'm going to say it to someone's face.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. I don't need a fake account to do it.
Yeah.
Hello, mate. Are you waking up? Go back to sleep.
Kangen Lee. Ruiz.
So
by the way, Savva, what the hell are Paris Saint-Germain going to do in the summer transfer window? What would you do if it? Okay, all right. There's 2 players I think I would make a case.
Hang on. They're away for a fourth. Ball in. Oh, the flick by Dembele. Nearly went in. Hang on. Sorry, Steve. They're still going. Here's Ruiz. Crossed in. All the way over. This is going to be 4. Oh, my God. Oh, Barcola. That should be 4-0. Steve, wait till you say this. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That should be 4-0. Barcola brings it down. Oh, he's got all the goal to aim at.
Oh, Dembele. Ruiz.
Oh,
Barcola overhit. Yeah.
This has been Mendy boys.
Oh, Inter have had no shots on target as well. Let's now also not fail to mention that. They've had no shots on target. None. Paris Saint-Germain have more shots on target than Inter have shots. And now you're still making subs. Like, dude. Çalhanoğlu off. Aslani. This guy's so average. Like, but yeah, Savva, if you're Paris Saint-Germain, what do you do in the summer window?
It's a tough one, isn't it? Because they've not got any weaknesses in their squad. I mean, as you said,
say bring in João Pedro from Brighton. Have him play false 9.
I mean, it's tough, isn't
Not
it?
as
I mean,
starter.
You've already got people like Zaire Emery who can't get in the team. You've got people like Gonzalo Ramos who can't get in the team. You've got Barcola and Doué who are swapping on the bench. And maybe another centre-half.
Yeah.
Maybe another fullback. But, I mean, they don't need surgery, do they? They just need to add 1 or 2.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not going away anytime soon. And people really thought that Campos was just going to leave. People really thought Campos, the sporting director of Paris Saint-Germain, was just going to leave.
Right, mad.
Oh, he's coming to Chelsea. I'm looking at Chelsea fans for this. I'm looking at all y'all Chelsea fans that fall. Oh, yeah, Ruiz. Super player. He struggled initially when he went to PSG as well. It took him a year or 2 to really. Same with Vitinha, actually. Vitinha did not start out his first year at Paris Saint-Germain. He was, bro, People are saying like sell him and stuff, but he's just been breathtaking the past 2 years. Absolutely breathtaking. Ball, Barella. Overhit, Barella. Overhit.
Yeah, PSG they're going to get another one now. Hang on. He's away. Kvaratskhelia is 1-on-1 with a keeper. And it's 4-0. Inter have been ripped apart. Absolutely. This has been utter. Imagine, I'm so scared that Spurs are playing this PSG. I'm so scared.
Mate,
this
has
been
Dembele.
Luis Enrique. Look how happy he is. Look how happy this Inter look like a very old team tonight. Really poor from Inter Milan. Really poor. And again, Kvaratskhelia getting in on the act. They put him through. He's missed a couple of chances, but that one was buried into the net. Let's just double check it.
Hold on. Enrique was the 2015-16 final was Barca Juventus. Was that the year Barca won the treble?
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Barca. Yeah. Oh.
I'm going to look that up right now. Hold on.
Good
Barcelona
finish.
curb stopped them in that final. I remember. It was like 3 or 4-1 or something. Bro. Yeah, Enrique in Champions League finals, bro. This guy will just kick your ass. He's just done it today, and yeah.
Wow. I tell you what, the PSG are frightening. What a job he has done there. I mean, there's losing a final, and then there's getting absolutely ripped apart in a final.
Yeah.
Jerry Benfield. You said you're Anjin. I think you've got the wrong person in my
Yeah,
bag.
you got the wrong person. Yeah.
Speak to you like a man whilst you're making silly pictures of me and grow up, man. Grow up. Someone like you would shit yourself. You wouldn't come on. You wouldn't put your camera on. Go away.
Ball. So you're not going to predict the Spurs win versus PSG first game of next season, Savva?
Say that again, mate. Sorry.
You're not going to predict the Spurs win versus PSG in the Super Cup?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yes. I of course I would want Inzaghi. What? So again, how fickle are football fans? Right? Hang on, Inter. Oh, good save, low down. Donnarumma should have been 4-1. How fickle are football fans? Right? It's like half our fan base went from Ange out to Ange in after winning a final, and now everyone's going to go, oh, don't want Inzaghi anymore because he lost a final. Like, it's utter madness.
Good save, Donnarumma.
Mate, I don't need to block you, but we all know you wouldn't come on with your camera on. What's your real name? You can come on at full time, but I bet you won't put your camera on. You can't talk to me about being a real man when you're making fake accounts with pictures of me. Grow up. It's mad. It's a madness. So I'm expecting the bid for Douay to go in tomorrow. The bid for Douay to go in tomorrow. Your name is Ellie. You're a woman, yet you've got a fake picture and called yourself Jerry Benfield. I mean, make it make sense. Let's have a look. Let me go into the back office and see who this actually is. These people don't realize that us YouTubers can do this, right? Someone block that account. Please don't block that account. Someone block that account.
Oh.
Jerry Benfield. They're not coming up as Jerry Benfield in my back office. Joins
Ooh, ooh.
Joined 2 months ago. Steve, what are you doing?
Well, listening to the PSG fans, they've been, bro. French football fans are undefeated. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Idiot.
I freaking love that league so much. It's my favorite.
Leo, I would definitely take Edison. I've got a feeling he's going to have a few suitors this summer. Oh, Chloe, yeah, it's. Steve, stop.
What?
Stop.
God.
When you do that, my end, the mic is just like, it's like I can't
I didn't know that.
concentrate.
By the way, I was correct. Enrique did beat Juventus in that 2015 final. 3-1. Yeah, they killed Juventus that day. So yeah.
By the way, Mendes has come off, and Hernandez has gone on for the last 12 minutes of this final. Masterclass from Enrique here.
Just like 2015, bro.
5. Oh, I don't know, Vagabruce. I don't know how you'd even begin to depict that. I don't know.
You can make the argument for it. It's not like we won't listen to it. They have been, yeah.
Yeah, if I've got mods that are blocking people for no reason, please stop. Otherwise, I will remove your mod. You know, we remove people when they're unnecessarily rude and vulgar. We don't remove people for difference of opinion. Let's talk, you racist. I like this person, Steve. I really like this person. Pray tell, Jerry, what am I racist against? Please tell us all. Jean-Pierre, I agree with you. We're going to get absolutely spanked. Then again, it all depends. Are PSG going to come out with this mentality? I don't know. Yeah, Bill, they're not very well, are they? Tell you what, I'll give them the link at full time. Let's see if they turn up, shall we? Camera on. I'm expecting to see now a 50-year-old woman. That's what they've said they are. Let's see. Hang on, they're away again. They're away again. Good tackle. Good tackle that time. I think that was Barella. Good tackle. Yeah, it looked like Kvaratskhelia was away again. Matt, you can remember whatever you like, mate. Are you not watching this PSG team? Are you, and your manager with the high line? Are you kidding me? I hope not, but probably. Yeah, exactly, Chloe. Big up to you. I've been called racist and sexist in the last few minutes. This is we always get some funny people in the chat. Savva was racist. What? Don't racist against what? I got called racist against Australians the other day. That's crazy. Can you be racist against a country?
No, you would. That would be considered xenophobia.
Yeah, right. You wouldn't be. Yeah, you would not be. I'm not racist against a whole nationality.
That's xenophobia. Yeah.
These, honestly, YouTube gives me so much fun. Hang on, they're away again. Here's Barcola. Oh, take a bow. Oh, no, don't take a bow. Oh, no. Steve, watch. Oh, my God. Barcola just did the most outrageous piece of skill and then dragged the ball. Oh, my God.
Barcola. Ooh, shimmy. Oh,
yeah.
Just dink it.
Big up Destiny 5. How you doing? And Jin said, you can be racist against Nigerians. Do you mean Nigerians? Or is this a new race? I can be racist against Nigerians. Sure. If I was racist against a Nigerian, show me. Brilliant. I love this person.
Can you people go out and just make love with somebody? Like just do something that'll take a come on, man.
I think it's funny when people like that come in the chat. Can't even spell Nigerian.
Nigerian.
Can't even spell Nigerian.
That's how you spell Nigerian right there. Nigerian.
I've got nothing to say on that subject. That's all I'm going to say. I've got nothing to say on that subject.
Savva, do you ever? Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, go.
Do you ever go? When was the last time you went out to a game in like Europe?
Sorry, when was
the last? Like I know you said you've been to a Barcelona game before, right? At the Camp Nou.
I've been to loads of Barcelona games. I haven't seen them for years live. When I did, Messi was there, and it was. Yeah. I would have paid 100 times what I paid that night to see Messi again. Wayne Holland in the chat. Hang on, they're away again.
I didn't either.
Barcola this time drags his shot wide. I'll tell you what. Let's see. Let's have a look. How many?
Oh, the PSG fans are all laying.
PSG have had 22 shots in this game, and PSG are about to make a triple substitution. Ramos, Mayalou, and Zaire Emery all coming on for the last 7 minutes. Kvaratskhelia has gone off
to do some cardio. Yeah, these three are just coming on for some cardio, man. Just for vibes. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Is he being racist? Let's block him. Has he been racist? Oh, yeah, let's just block that person now. Yeah, you got silly. At first, it was funny, and then you had to go, thank you, Law Rodney Trotter. Yeah, I think there's funny, and then there's racist and rude, and we're not here for that.
Yeah. Well,
we're not here for that, are we? That's not what it's about. Inter.
Whoa. Jason T. Oh, my God. Oh, PSG are top. Yeah. Hold on. Fucking. PSG are a top side, but Villa slapped them up at Villa Park in the second half, in the second leg. Plus, last 4 games in this year's Champions League. So let's not get carried away.
Yeah, let's not get carried away.
Wow.
As they're winning the Champions League final 4-0. Yes.
4.
If you can't get carried away for being the best team in Europe and slapping the team 4-0 in a final, when can you? I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. Don't get carried away. Wait, Jason T, are you a Spurs fan or something? Because if you are, we can pick apart all of the Europa League screw ups that Spurs had. Y'all got battered 3-2 to Galatasaray, and that was one of the most embarrassing performances from Spurs I ever seen in my life. Galatasaray could have scored 12 goals that day. 12. You drew with Rangers. I support them, unfortunately, and we're terrible.
Hang on. They're away again. 4v3. Ball's gone over to Barcola. PSG are frightening. It's 5-0. It's 5-0. And that is Mayalou, the youngster. Mayalou?
Seni Mayulu.
Wow.
Mayulu, yeah.
Wow. Mayalou, 5. Wow.
Mayulu. Bacola. Mayulu.
Wow.
Bacola. Nice. Oh. No, this football is ridiculous, dude. This football is absolutely ridiculous.
I just can't believe Spurs are going to be playing this. Obviously, listen, it's. I can't give a score prediction for a game that's in 2.5 months' time or whenever it is. I don't know what team people are going to. I can't give a score prediction, but I just don't see that we're going to beat them. But Inter, they have to own this defeat. That has been, wow.
Wow. God. Nice finish as well. Good finish. He's not even, Mayulu's not even like that good of a prospect. But like, yeah.
Chloe, they call that the YouTube mud, my friend.
Yeah.
Wow. Take a bow, PSG and Luis Enrique. This has been, I don't know if I've seen such a hammering in a Champions League final.
A Champions League final. Didn't AC Milan kick Barcelona's ass like 4-0 in the 95, 94?
Anyone in the chat, what's the biggest defeat there's ever been in the Champions League final?
This would be it. I think the biggest is the Milan 4-0 over
biggest
Barca.
Defeat in a Champions League final?
Yeah, 94.
So Champions League final record and statistics. So I've got loads of stats here. Let me see if I can get to.
Oh, the ref had mercy on y'all. The ref had absolute mercy.
Let's have a look. Oh God, there's so many stats, like so many stats. It's unreal. Biggest win in a Champions League final. So the Champions League in this format was 4-0 Milan v Barcelona in 94.
Oh, I got it.
Ooh. And before that, there were a few when it was called the European Cup. 4-0 Milan beat Steaua Bucharest in 89. Yeah. 4-0 Bayern beat Atletico in 74. And 7-3 Real Madrid beat Frankfurt in 1960. So this is the biggest win in the Champions League format.
And European Cup.
Madness.
Wow.
Madness. But Jason, I don't know how you've managed to watch this superb PSG team and possibly say, don't get carried away about them because Villa beat them at Villa Park. I mean, it's madness. They're literally sitting here winning the Champions League final by 5 goals to 0.
At a canter. And Jason, why didn't you respond to my comments about the Galatasaray ass whooping you took in the Europa League? Or we could talk about the AZ Alkmaar loss where you got drilled but only lost 1-0. We could talk about drawing with Frankfurt. So, like, we could do this whole belittling thing if you want. But go on, Dan.
By the way, the game has finished. And Champions League winners of 2025 and absolutely deserved Champions League winners. PSG 5, Inter Milan 0, and PSG and Dietrich's Dan. I mean, that is a drubbing, right? That is a drubbing.
And Zaghi needs to be sacked. After this, he needs to be sacked.
That was a schooling from pillar to post, from finish to end, in every which way, in every which moment. That was what you call a team being schooled by a better team.
Schooled.
So now there's 2 teams that won the UCL in France, Marseille and now PSG. I don't know what was wrong with Inzaghi this game, but I thought he was going to tweak it at halftime, but he just made it worse.
Yeah, he brought on the subs too late as well.
And I actually feel bad for Lautaro. This is his second UCL final that he lost. Now he's 0-2.
Yeah, I mean, whatever way you want to say that, I don't think anyone predicted that.
No.
But the worst part, they played better against Man City when they lost than this one. I don't know what was wrong with them.
Yeah, they just it didn't.
They were too open, way too open. How
it
can
just
you
didn't
leave
seem right?
How can you leave Doué and Kvaratskhelia every time on a 1v1? Usually the two midfielders are always doubled up. Now this time it just felt like he changed everything this game. And props to Enrique and PSG, they deserve it.
I'll
They're
tell you
gonna
what, though.
slap us 15-0 in the Super Cup, so good for
Do you
them.
know what? We can talk about Inter and what they didn't do, but that was every single PSG player from like second one looked like they were not going to lose this game. They were on fire. They looked absolutely sensational and ripped them apart.
I think it's one of those games, you know, where you see some games that, say, for instance, in a game like this, just an example, you'd say PSG never came out of first gear, basically, and destroyed Inter. I don't think it was like that. I think PSG hit the floor in fifth gear and didn't come out of fifth gear and didn't let Inter get into first gear.
I agree.
You get what I'm saying?
Doué has been named man of the match.
Well deserved.
Doué has been named.
Absolutely schooled.
Yeah.
Well freaking deserved. Yeah, 2 chances, 2 goals.
Listen, I mean, I think they were content. I thought Pacho was absolutely superb on the night. By the way, Kvaratskhelia, that man gets through a workload. That man, not only is he one of the best wingers in the world, he gets through a workload.
Can I give you a fun fact about Kvaratskhelia? He was cheaper than Solanke.
Yeah.
He was cheaper than Solanke when he was sold from Napoli to PSG.
Yep. If I remember right, it was. Yeah.
50 million euros.
Yep.
Wow.
About that, 50, 55, wasn't it? Something like that. Yeah, he's right. He's right. It's that I must admit, I haven't seen a team schooled like that. Of that. One thing I have said with Inter in the past 2 months, it does look like their age has been catching up a bit with them in the league and that. And that game against Barcelona, even if you remember sitting there watching it with you, I said I think Inter have done it. I think their legs are gone, and somehow they done it. They done it on the adrenaline, basically. This time, how can you play with adrenaline when you haven't made no adrenaline? If you get what I mean, they were done from every which angle.
Do you know what it looked like?
Walking like John Wayne.
Do you know what it looked like to me? It looked like one team who were at the beginning of their peak with young players, not too young though, like young players, fit in the legs, good movement, good coaching, and Inter looked like a team at the opposite end of that era. Yeah. Inter looked like a team for me that they can't go into next season with that midfield free. They need legs in there. They need some legs.
They have no money, unfortunately. Inter's broke.
They're going to have to raise some then.
Yeah, you're going to have to sell someone and raise some money.
The only asset they have, like, that's going to cost a lot, they're going to sell for a lot of money is Bastoni and Barella. Other than that,
they could sell Dumfries for 40.
Martinelli, they could sell for a lot. Dumfries, I reckon they'd be looking at 30 million for him. This is the issue, but I keep telling everybody why to go to Italy. Because literally everybody in Italy is broke. Like proper broke. Not even Inter Milan, Juventus, or whatever make the money that bloody Crystal Palace do, for God's sake. Yeah, they'd have made it through to doing this in the Champions League, but in general, Italy is a place to go for look because they have to sell. They have no options at times. Inter, if I remember right, how much did they have to sell this year just so Inzaghi could get a player or two in there? If I remember right, they had to sell about 6 players, something along those lines.
Well, Dan, you know what they're going to have to do?
Where you can get deals.
They're going to have to. They're going if they are broke, they're going to have to play that free transfer market very, very well. They're going to have to. They've done it before. They're going to have to again because you look at a Cherby, right? His age, right? If you look at you look at the 2 midfielders, you look at De Vrij, you look at these players. They're not young. They need legs. But PSG, the complete opposite. The complete opposite. They're bringing kids off the bench like like Mailu there, who just turned his man inside out. Like,
Yeah.
that's a team. That's a team that if they stay together, PSG.
But you see, but you know what I like about PSG and Ocampos? They don't need to spend crazy money like they did with Neymar and give crazy wages. If they spend rightly, look, they build a super team. Barcola, who knew he was going to become like this proper winger? Doué, Kvaratskhelia. Do you know like Kvaratskhelia and Doué cost the same amount? Yeah, no, they're cheaper than Solanke and Brennan Johnson.
Yeah.
That is the
Those
problem
two.
when you're in the Premier League and you have to buy English players, because English players, for whatever the reason, they get an extra 25% on their price. Call that a random number, but it's round about that. And the fact that you will pay more for Brennan Johnson than you will for someone like Cavate or whatever.
Then our front three was more expensive than PSG's front three with Odegaard.
Exactly.
How ridiculous
By the way,
is it?
is someone in a room? Is someone in a room where people are talking? All I can hear is people chatting and laughing in the background. Sorry, just I don't know who it is, but yeah, you're right. Listen, look, that PSG team that's been assembled. I mean, they're bringing on players like Zaire Emery, right? Look at Bradley Barcola off the bench. They're bringing on Mailu off the bench, Hernandez off the bench, like that. That is a proper team. Inter, for me, just look, I thought it in the first. Listen, I thought they were very lucky to beat Barcelona. Instead, I thought they looked like their legs have gone, and it almost looked like they used up all their legs in that semi.
That's
for
right.
me.
It did. We both said
one
that.
Step too far.
I thought they could pull it off tonight, because if they have got a tactic to do it, it is the way you can do them in that one. But they just got schooled from pillar to post from beginning to end. Two of the goals, Inter are never that deep on themselves, like into the middle as such, depth-wise into the middle, not out wide. And they are never, ever usually caught out, sink it back out of a back three line sort of thing. And but there's no excuses for it. There's no nothing. PSG got it right on the night, and they were 1,000,000% the better team, player for player, in every which way. The better team won, hands down. That could have, in my opinion, that could have easily been 7 or 8-0.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Kvaratskhelia had 3 chances. Dembele had the miss towards the end of the first half.
How the fella missed the goal at the end. The scoring the goal bit was the easiest bit to do after the skill he pulled off with it getting around the players. Yeah, missing the goal was the hardest bit. That was the bit he screwed up. That was schooled in every which way. I mean, even though people who predicted PSG to win and that, show me someone who predicted that. I don't think anybody saw that one come.
That's nuts.
Hey, Dietrich, all I'm going to say is, bro, I'm glad we watched this league, man. We get to watch this every freaking week, bro.
People said Prem is the best league. I think for me, it's the French league. No.
Yeah. Let's not get
to watch. No, not to watch. I'm not saying the best. To watch.
Liga is what people say the Prem used to be. I've had a few people say that.
Listen, I'm not somebody who knocks the French league. I don't know if it's the best to watch, but hey, whatever happens, PSG tonight have shown that they are the best team in Europe by a long way. You think en route, they've now beaten Inter Milan, they've beaten Arsenal, they've beaten Liverpool, right? They've knocked out some top clubs. So do I still think that Levy wants Inzaghi? I mean, I don't even know if he does want Inzaghi. We read a lot of reports that he wants Inzaghi because of the connection with Paratici, but I don't know if he still wants him. I don't know.
Savva, can I just ask a quick question, sir? I mean, you got this fella. He seems to like you a lot at the moment, Ashley. I mean, just reply my question here, Ashley. This low. Oh, it's all right. I just want to ask him a question. This low blocks is shit. It proper was tonight. Do you agree with that? The low blocks don't work. Well, then, what did Ange do against Man U? What did Ange do against Eintracht Frankfurt?
Yeah,
just reply me that one, please, mate.
Yeah, we won the final by putting 10 men behind the ball. So yes, it does work. Matt, if Barca had been the best team in Europe this season, they would be in the final winning this competition. Yeah, we watched Barcelona. The difference is Barcelona are absolutely magnificent going forward. But what Barcelona don't have that PSG have is that balance between defense and midfield.
Defense and attack.
Barcelona are... Listen, I love watching Barcelona, but they can be ripped open. Watch tonight. Whenever PSG lost the ball, they were never wide open like Barcelona were. Again, Matt, you're now just saying things to go against me. Matt, come on. For once, prove everyone wrong that you're not a troll. For once. Come on. Camera on. Let's see you, because you say some crazy stuff. You come out with the weirdest things. I could literally say... Right, I could literally say that in the UK right now is Saturday night. You'll find a way to tell me that it's not. You're just too much, mate. I'm on the verge of blocking you permanently and every one of your accounts because you just say stupid shit for attention. I don't think you got enough at home when you were growing up because you need it badly, don't you?
I mean, it's like, what do some people actually want of you, of us, whatever way you want me to put it? What do some people actually want? Do they want people to sit down and assess a game properly, how they see it? Or do they just want everybody to agree? Or do they just want everybody to sit there and say, yeah, that was a good goal? Okay, that was a good goal. Why was it a good goal? Why did the goal actually happen? Was there an actual fault in the defense? Was there a fault? What do people want? Do they just want people to sit down and say that was a good goal? Or do they want them to assess the game, take the game apart how you see it? And then if you see it different, then obviously you question it. Because all four of us could watch this game. And I bet you I saw parts in this game that these three didn't. But I bet you these three see parts in this game that I didn't. That's half the fun of football, if you agree with what I'm saying.
Then I don't think they understand YouTube and like YouTube football in general. Like they know we have to criticize everything. Like we have to look at it. We cannot just agree about every point, or else it would be boring watching it.
Yeah, they were sensational tonight. They were sensational. Look, as well, I don't feel like everyone will do what they normally do. Everyone's now going to absolutely crucify Inzaghi. Now, all of a sudden, anyone that wanted him is going to change his mind. They changed their mind, and you couldn't possibly want a manager like Inzaghi at any club because he got destroyed.
This is Savva. I will say this though. We'll say this about Inzaghi. This is a black mark against you that people will never forget, whether that's
Very
fair
true.
or unfair.
It's true. It is what it is. You're right, Steve. You're right. It's one of them ones. It is what it is.
That's fair to say, but
it's not like it's not like he'll never recover. But like this is
exactly. No, you know what this is, Steve? This is just one of those moments like that word Spursy. It will never ever go away. Mud always sticks, no matter how, even if it's just one thing or many a year things. Once you got that mud on your back, one way or another, you do something wrong. Someone will always bring that mud on your back up, one way or another. He won't ever live this down.
Yeah.
It will always be, it's just one of those things. It is what it is, whether it's fair or not. Like the word Spursy. If we win the league for the next 4 years on the trot and then screw it up on the 5th year with something stupid, someone will see that, there's that Spursy moment. It's mud on the back, mate. It is what it is. It stays there. It don't go. But you're right. I'm agreeing with you 100%.
I'm curious to see what Inter does with Inzaghi, if they keep him or they're going to go a different way.
He's going. He's already said he's off. He's already said this was his last game.
Guys, let's just... the 13th of August, Tottenham Hotspur will play, this PSG team. And if we play Ange ball with that high line, it's going to be terrifying, isn't it?
If we play Ange ball or Ange ball with this one, do you know what? Steve, I'm going to counter what you said, yeah? There's only one way and one way only that Inzaghi lives this off, and that's if he takes over Spurs and then does PSG in that Super Cup. Yeah. That's the only way he takes that one off.
No, I'm not even joking. If we play the high line, it's going to be at least 12-0.
One way or another, we will get destroyed. we have not got a team that can compete with that.
And then we're going to take the record of the worst final in the European trophy.
Oh,
They
God,
won't even have to turn up.
Yeah, Foxy, I agree. I thought Pancho, I thought was absolutely brilliant. Pancho, I thought Doué was brilliant as well. But I thought the young man at centre half I thought he was best I've seen him. Best I've seen him tonight. But look, guys, it's Savva. Guess whose birthday it is tonight? Is it yours, Matty? Is it you? I mean, I don't want to guess. I mean, there's billions of people in the world. Is it your birthday tonight? Happy birthday if it is. If not, let me know.
Happy birthday.
I love this. I love the people in the chat, Dan, like you said, that are going, oh, negative defensive football. Literally how Ange Postecoglou, the man they want to stay in, managed to win. Literally.
A lot of it also comes down to on the night, blatantly. PSG was superior in every which way, and they've done. That's all there is to it. They got it right They got it right on the night. You can say you've seen other games where you can say if people really want to be technical and want to be like that, you can say Ange got it on the right on the night against Man U, and he shut up shop, didn't he? That wasn't even counter-attacking football. That was just 12 man behind the ball, basically.
I'm so happy for Marquinhos. He deserves it.
11 man, sorry.
Yeah, no, I agree, guys. Listen, I don't want to go forever tonight, if I'm brutally honest. I'm really struggling with my hay fever. I know that sounds like a really pathetic excuse, but I'm really struggling. Guys, anything anybody wants to say before we wrap up?
First of all, I want to say, Savva, congratulations on 18K.
Yes,
congrats, my man. I think it's going to be your last watch along for this season, right? Yeah.
I mean, listen, I'll do watch-alongs of the World Club Cup, friendlies, internationals, but yes, in the main, this is the last proper game in Europe. Yeah,
proper game. So congratulations, excellent work.
Thank you.
Hopefully roll to 50K soon. So wish you all the best. And it was a pleasure seeing your streams. And thank you for everything.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice. I'm normally used to just being called a cunt. So thank you. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Well, it's true, isn't it? It's true.
Yes.
Guys, I'm going to leave it there. Before we do, how very rude of me. Tassamori has said, thank you, Savva. Your pod's seen me through some hard times. Listen, Tassamori, I'm glad that they do. I'm sure there's other people that have pods that have seen you through a hard time. That's what I thought YouTube was about. I didn't think it was about trolls. I didn't think it was about people calling each other out. I thought it was about putting on some fun, having some debates, and you lot watching people like me and Danny go at each other for fun for a lot. That's what I thought it was about. Thank you very much. That's very nice and generous of you to say. Big up to Theo Dina, who has said Spurs playing this PSG team is going to be a bloodbath. Theo, I'm not even going to think about it. Theo, I'm not thinking about it. All right. We'll deal with that in August. Thank you very much. Yeah. Big up to my man, the Sanctuary of 7, said somewhere in Spain, Mbappe is crying.
Yeah.
Oh, surely he's got to be slightly pissed off, hasn't he?
I mean,
he should only be pissed off with himself, by the way. He should only be
obviously, that's what people are saying. I mean, surely he's going to be sitting there thinking, for sake, like, the ones that, like, the season after I go sort of thing.
They want it.
Yeah, surely that's got to tickle him somewhere.
And he didn't win anything with Madrid, I think, this year.
No, well, technically the Super Cup and something else.
I mean, but that's got to be the most annoying thing. It's like when Harry Kane went over to Munich, and then the season he goes over there is the one season in a million that they win absolutely nothing. The poor man must have thought he was absolutely.
I still have not gotten over that.
But either way, he's won the league with them now. Son's won something with us now. But Mbappe's got to be pissed for sure.
By the way, so big up to you, Sanctuary of 7, who's coming again. Said, can't wait to see Mo on Reaction TV. Now, listen, look, I always think listen for the banter, yes, but, I think if you're a fan of a team that's just been crushed like that, it's going to hurt. it's going to hurt. So, you know, banter aside, it's going to hurt.
Take
But-
it when it happens. You
Game's
got
the
to take
game. The
it.
game's the
Exactly.
game.
If you're man enough to give it, you got to be man enough to take it.
Yeah.
Sure. Guys, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you very much, Steve, for being with me all that time. Oh, sorry, hang on. Sanctuary's coming again. Big up to you, my man. Sanctuary 7. Said, I don't think they win it, though, if he was there. Mbappe, yeah, listen, if Mbappe's there, it's a completely different dynamic. Mbappe, I'm going to say this. Many people are going to disagree with me. I would rather have Kvaratskhelia every day of the week instead of Mbappe because
Yep.
Well, hang on, hear me out. Because Kvaratskhelia not only does his job going that way, he does his job going this way as well. And I don't see him shying away. There's too many games when I watch Mbappe and I don't realise that he's playing.
Savva.
And that's fine to have a maverick. But, you know, I never had that with Messi. I never had that with Ronaldo, right? That's the levels he gets talked about. For me, I would rather... Listen, I think it's proven. Look at this PSG team. They've got a team of players that are skillful but work their nuts off. Fair play to them. Fair play to them.
This is what I mean when I say to you many a time on why I rate certain players over other players because they're more complete as a player.
Yeah.
A certain player you can put there and say he is the best at what he does. But then there's another player you can put next to him who might not be quite as good as what he does, but he's better than anything else the other one can do. He's a more of a complete player. And that's what I mean. Mbappe, for me, isn't the most complete player out there. He's good at what he does, and that's it. There's a lot better, overall, more complete players, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Listen, guys, I am going to leave it there. I am absolutely shattered. Sometimes I forget how old I am and need an early night every now and then. Guys, girls, it's been an absolute pleasure. Steve, thanks for joining me for the entire thing. Dietrich, Dan, thank you very much for joining me before, during, and after. Please subscribe to the Hotspur Hood. Please subscribe to Strasbourg Steve as well. That is now the season officially over. We'll be back tomorrow for some Spurs chat because there's so many links and so much going on. But just remember, everybody, in the famous words of Matt, just go to PSG, put the money down for Doué, and he'll come to Spurs. Just remember that. Desiree Doué is joining Spurs. Take care, everyone. Much love. And as always, come on, you Spurs.
Take care, everyone.
Players.